math behind the scenes.
So you really, I'm just want to make sure, like on this one, we're not really worried about like watching clips or any types of stuff like that, are we?
No, not really.
No, just talking.
Yeah,
okay.
we're just chit chatting.
That's cool. That's cool.
For Crash Out, we'll watch like clips and everything, and we'll do all this stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Come on, pop up. YouTube, let's get on with it.
Shit, you guys ever thought? I don't know. Is this a dumb idea? What, you guys ever done like a lolcow tier list?
Ooh, we'd love to. I think that would be perfect with CJ. Like,
yeah,
because CJ I think we just need a good stable of lolcows to like.
Yes.
Yeah, to cover and then be like, all right, this is enough for a tier list.
Yes.
Let's slide them all in and be like, okay, all right, who's the most egregious? Who's the most?
I got a couple. I got a few I could show you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then let me make sure this is muted. Yep, this one's muted. Okay, so I can actually do. Okay. All right. Please forgive me. I'm doing. Oh, Drew Huntley, welcome in. Good to see you. All right. What are we doing?
Yeah, I need to get this video Ninja. I heard about it in the past and I tried to use it, but I didn't know. I don't have a mixer. I think that kind of fucks me over a little bit in the audio department.
Oh, I don't have a mixer either. So
okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. All right.
It's actually really super duper nice. And then there's the YouTube link. I need to do some forbidden math behind the scenes.
Take your time.
Yeah. That way you can promote. I can promote. We all can promote.
Hell yeah.
I just spilled coffee on my shirt. Please don't be mean. Oh, I just spilled coffee on my please don't mean to me shirt. Oh man, Drew. I'm sorry. My condolences. Oh, let's see. Now I just gotta find. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's turn that down. And copy. I gotta like walk myself through it sometimes. There we go.
These little things do make a difference, man.
They do.
They do make a difference.
Yeah. It's all about promotion, and more promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old P.T. Barnum trick. Okay, there's show by clicking the link below. Oh my gosh. There we go.
You don't really use Instagram, do you?
Not for the show.
Okay, cool.
I use it for more sports photography.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah. So
How long you been doing that?
Oh gosh, probably pretty close to 10 years now. I don't do it as much as I used to.
Sure.
I kind of pivoted away from full-time journalism for a little bit, and it's close to a year since I've kind of done more part-time stuff, and then really dive into the podcasting bit.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I love the live and just letting it rip, and I don't know what it is.
Just shooting the breeze with the chat and
creating moments, like creating moments live. You know what I mean? I think that resonates with people. I don't know. It just
I think it does. Well, and just interacting with your chat, and then having a chat to interact with. That's what I'm the most thankful for.
Yes. It's the backbone. It's the backbone for me.
Yeah.
Right now, at least,
Yeah, it's fun. Like it can have its own drama too, because like, oh gosh, what was it? I think on one of the episodes of Crash Out Connoisseurs, like, well, Lord Diaz, like, you know, like he had the whole thing happen to him where one of his locals lashed out at him and got him struck. Oh,
dude, I'm telling you, bro, I can help people. Dude, if someone gets struck, all it really comes down to is you're gonna call their bluff. Is this person gonna sue me or not? And 99.9% of the time they don't. And you can get strikes reversed, and depending on, you know, if it was fair use, if you were doing commentary, not just a straight raw re-upload.
Right. Yeah. If you make it transformative, they have no leg to stand on because it's underneath fair use. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other things. Now they're like, on the flip side, there are people that have known to, like, they clip others, like, for like VTubers, like they have their own clippers and everything. Like if they're really, really, like, I don't know, it is what it is. But yeah, usually locals don't appreciate when you have people that clip them, unless you're Darkside Phil. But Darkside Phil hasn't figured out how to harness the clippers or harness the haters. So, and he probably never will.
Listen, I got respect for that guy. He keeps going. He just doesn't
I know
stop.
He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just never stops.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it always takes me a minute. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I suppose we better pull back the curtain. Pull back on the curtain. Okay, there's Panda. And I better hop on. I better show up here pretty soon. There I am. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Unfiltered podcast. Season 2, episode 8. I keep on getting surprised how far, like, I've come along. Like, 2 seasons, 8 episodes deep into the 2nd season already. But hey, the one, the only PandaTron has joined me. You've been on the circuit as of late. You have been on like a whole bunch of stuff. So, like, you've had a busy stretch.
Yeah, just this past weekend, definitely. What the fuck is up, y'all? Back up in it with a sack of spinach. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy PJ, also known as the Half-White Dynamite. Some might refer to him as the One-Man Taliban. Others might refer to him as the Mudblood Chud. But for today, for the purposes of this unfiltered pod here on Sunday, you can refer to me as the Full Throttle Mulatto. We're kicking it here with Tyler. We're here on a lovely Mother's Day Sunday, and we're gonna rip into it. Okay. We're gonna ride this bitch hard, and we're gonna put her away wet. So go ahead and hit like, and let's get some engagement going in the fucking chat.
Yes, I already see Drew in there, and Drew's hyped to see you, Panda. I thought DSP was the actor who played Dante in Clerks for years. Oh, well,
Ooh.
Okay, that's a deep cut right there, but that is pretty good.
He should get an impression together and start doing cameos.
Oh, he could. Yeah, he could just be Kevin Smith's character.
I wasn't supposed to be working. It was my day off.
It's my day off, guys.
He's got his little pixel thing going in the background. His streamer set up.
Gosh, yes, and it's so annoying. Like, well, it was so crazy because before, like, he just had boxes sit behind him.
Yeah,
was that supposed to be a flex? But no, ever since the Kino Casino and everything, like, he's like, I gotta invest. Well, and then the one time where low tier God kind of shot him down. Like, he told him, like, you know, my services cost, like, that bit.
What services? I'm confused. What services?
Okay, so Phil had a beef with low tier God a few years ago, and it's ongoing. It's one-sided because Phil keeps on trying to pick a fight with Dale. That's what people call low tier God, and LTG knows that it's just a ruse to just get him on there and help give Phil a bump. So he's like, yeah, my services cost. It's $5,000 to get me on one of your shows.
ugh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say this. If that's what it takes to get the longevity in the career, like the jump start for the longevity career that Darkside Phil has, I might consider accidentally jerking off into a camera too after stream. I think people forget about that part. That's really kind of what springboarded and propelled him into infamy.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he was already bad to begin with, but the fappening, like, put him over the top. It put him into, like, the God tier status. Like,
yeah, it put him over for sure.
Yeah. So, okay, all right. You have all these nicknames, but tell us a little bit about yourself. For those watching you for the first time here today, how would you describe your, like, do a little intro on yourself? I mean, I'm sure you like long walks on the beach and all that other jazz, but no.
I don't know, man. You put me on the spot on that one. Okay, let me think here. You know, I am somewhat of an enigma, capital Nig. Okay, we're kicking it here. I'm about to. I'm not. I just like to get. I like to get on the stream. I like to joke around, goof around, and this live stuff that I've been doing as of late. I really appreciate the ability to make moments, you know, on the fly. I think it resonates with people. I think it sticks with them, and that's really kind of been the battery in my back as of late. If you want to know, like, kind of like where I'm coming from, my frequency, you know, it's just. So I've been having a good time doing that, and let me think here. And you know, I like video games a lot. Oh yeah, you can see I got video games.
Yeah.
And shit like that. You know what I mean? I like. I'm a nerdy. I'm a blurred. You ever heard of that term? I'm a blurred. Yeah. No, but I like video games a lot. I just like creating stuff on the computer digitally, whether it's some music or maybe it's some like a song here or there, or it's like a video here and there, or a live stream. That's just it's. I would say I'm a very creative person.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta love those creative types, right? I mean, I love I love how we can like get into, like, you know, the YouTube thumbnails. Like, with Crash Out Connoisseurs, I try to go off pop culture references, music references. Sometimes, like, maybe like a little biblical stuff. Like, I had one in the works, and it was for the quartering. We were talking about the quartering before the show started. And it's like called Jeremy's Inferno, and I had Melanie Mack on there, like, kind of like as the background character, and then, like, of course you have the traditional hellscape of fire and brimstone and all this what other wonderful jazz. Sometimes I can't English today, but other than that, like, I think I did like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for one. I did. Gosh, now I got to look over and I got to be like, okay, all right. What have I done? Like, what haven't I done?
That's one thing I do enjoy. I do enjoy, like, making aesthetics and branding for, like, something that I'm trying to put out and stuff like that. So yeah, like, I really have gotten deep on the thumbnail stuff. Like, I don't, and this isn't a brag. I just haven't utilized this yet. Mm-hmm. But I don't use, like, any type of AI generative stuff. Not that I'm against it, or I wouldn't, but I really do just enjoy spending hours just, like, fine tuning a specific graphic design and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, I like that. Like, and I pride myself on not using, like, any AI. I might use, like, a smart sharpen, like, on Photoshop, but other than that, like, I go the old school route. Like, I'm just like, okay, all right, what does this look like? Okay, can I pull this off? Like, oh gosh, I did one with Cyrax with the Sum 41. Like, does this look infected? And I was just like, okay, all right, blood spatters, and okay, Cyrax is goofy enough as it is. And I kind of just kept some elements from the cover, and then I just kind of modified as I went, which I thought that was the most fun. And then, I mean, for Unfiltered, it's just a template. Like, I could just switch somebody out, put somebody else in, and then do a save as, and it's nice. It's super nice. Oh, yeah. Once you get the aesthetic down, it's not so bad. Where Crash Out, like, I have to be a little more creative.
And I like to go minimalistic on my stuff. I like to convey something in as few way, like as with as little as possible, because I just like to, and then I just because like I just feel like people react viscerally when they see something, you know what I mean? As opposed to like saying, all right, let me focus more attention and read exactly what they're saying on this thumbnail, you know. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. So
folks, we're talking thumbnails here. We're talking about the ins and outs of capturing people on the algorithm feed. Go ahead.
I know. It's all about bowing down to the mighty algorithm and being like, all right, like what's the most attractive? Like, cause your thumbnail is basically the attract mode on your arcade machine. Like,
and the title.
Yeah. And the title as well. Like, so those two are important. And then, you know, you can draw people in, but you know, do you have enough of a personality to retain people? Like that's another big thing. And I tell myself I sound like a dying cat. I'm like, CJ, you're the star of the show. Like, I'm just the guy that like weighs in every now and then, but it is what it is. Like, I'm just like, you know, gotta have a little fun with it, and then you gotta make fun of yourself a little. But
absolutely, oh yeah. He's just a little bit. Oh, he's like, you can't. Oh,
a little bit.
Okay, all right. I don't know. Something's wrong with me. Maybe it's the masochist inside of me. I'm always making myself the butt of the joke.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I agree. It's. I'm not saying it's the way to go. I'm saying, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because like, you really think about it. We're just putting on a show. We're just trying to have fun. The biggest thing is can we have fun, and then can we infect our fun into other people? Like, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. That sounds hot. I love infecting people with my fun.
Yeah, infected with fun. Like that's the next zombie movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, all the zombie movies that came out in the 2010s. Yeah. Then they come out with a new one. Like it's like a 28 years later.
It's a sequel to the 20. It's 28 years later came out. Now it's the sequel to that. And it's the Bone Temple.
The Bone,
which is what I call my bedroom.
Now you just got to have like the real bones, like kind of like there's a church like somewhere in Europe that's all bones. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I got to look that up because I'm just like, okay, all right.
That's so morbid.
That's so morbid. It's in Czechia. Okay, so in Czechia. So in the old Czech Republic, and there's one in Portugal, and yeah, there's one in Milan, Italy. God damn, look at all these Church of Bones. What the hell? But yeah, so I noticed earlier this week, or this past week, they've dropped UFO files, which I think is they're like. They actually had like photos of like these UAPs, even from like the Apollo missions, which I've kind of started to kind of dig into just a little bit. But so what's your stance on UFOs? I'm curious.
I mean, I don't think I have a strong opinion about it, but I will say, like, you know, like most people say, you know, it's very big. There's like so much we don't know. So why wouldn't there be some type of, you know, but it's some other type of life. But as far as like unidentified flying objects, I just feel like most of it is I don't know. I just feel like it's military experiments that people are seeing. But I'm open to the idea that it could be alien life. I'm not quite sure what these new reports are saying. So what kind of files did they drop?
Yeah,
and I've seen headlines where like they'll say like, oh, Obama said something like, oh, well, if we were keeping some type of alien in a test tube in a big vat somewhere, somebody would have taken a picture right now. Somebody would have taken a selfie of it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. So what were in these recent drop?
So the recent drop, it was at love him or hate him, it was at Donald Trump's kind of his beckoning. Hey, like, let's drop some files. And it's really, like, if you really go through it, it's just accumulating materials concerning UFOs, is particularly, oh gosh, English today. From like about the late 40s to the 60s, they added in some Apollo deals. They even added in some recent stuff that was dropped earlier that was dropped last year. there's just some videos. It wasn't any conclusive evidence. It's just saying, oh, hey, like we acknowledge that, there are strange things flying around in the skies. That's what I'm kind of getting at. It's not confirming or denying that, there's aliens in the tubes, like, Independence Day, where you've seen the OG Independence Day, right? Yeah, we're like, what was it? Dr. Oken like takes them into Area 51, and they're like, would you guys like to see them? Like, this is what we call the freak show. And then he presses the button, and it like unveils the aliens that they're supposedly fighting that they're fighting in the movie. And they're just, it's not like that where it's like, oh yeah, here's some pictures of aliens in vats. It's really just, here's some photos from the Apollo missions that we can't quite explain, or here's some testimonials from the astronauts who went up to the moon. Like it's really, I would probably summarize it. It's nothing burgers. It's nothing gonna say but it's still like, oh, even the government or even the military can't explain what's flying around.
Yeah, one might call this drop a distraction, but I'm not necessarily me, but
I mean, that's there's I agree with that, because like
there's a lot of things to distract from, I would feel.
There is. Yeah. 80% of the sightings released in the files take place during the Cold War around test sites and areas of interest. Yes. So that's basically the skinny of it, Drew. Drew Huntley, knowing his stuff about UFOs and aliens, but like it is kind of like a nothing burger, kind of like the Epstein files. I mean, I won't dive too much into the Epstein files, but it was kind of like, okay, here's what we got, and it's like, it's never going to satisfy the masses, but people always be like, okay, all right, there's this cabal of people running around, and I think George Carlin called it, like they don't even need to call each other. They just know that they just have an agenda, and they just know, like, but it is what it is. I don't know if it's any sort of cabal, like the Bohemian Grove stuff. Like, it's just something for the rich people to keep themselves occupied.
Yeah, I remember those videos back in the day.
Like Alex Jones.
Yeah, they're right over there, right through these trees, across the water. They are doing illegal, pedophilic, satanic.
Yeah, during the whole satanic scare in the 80s. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, where they like they played, what was it? Stairway to Heaven backwards, and it was like, oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of weird words, and they were just stretching it. It's like, why? Like, Stairway to Heaven's so good, like, but it's all explainable, but they don't want to release the level of technology we have. Yeah, because like even people like can tell you, like, if they work for the government or they work for the military, usually their stuff is about 40 years ahead. I mean, I remember, gosh, when I was one of my dad's friends, he did some stuff for like the government, like some technological stuff, and he brought up something really interesting, which is magnetic refrigeration. Which sounds kind of like, ahead of our time, and we still haven't really reached that, but I thought that was kind of cool, and that always stuck with my head. And I was like, magnetic refrigeration, that's kind of cool. Like, you don't even need to use like coolants or Freon to like cool your stuff. You could just use magnets. Okay. All right. That's cool. But
yeah. Who knows? Well, you'll hear all about those people, like, oh, the man, he figured out how to make a car that runs on water, and next thing you know, he was dead.
Yeah.
You hear about stuff like that all the time. They killed his ass. So, but I'm trying to figure out like why, like maybe that's in line with that a little bit. Like there's technologies that we're not privy to at this point, but some, and there's there's a concerted effort to keep it under wraps, you know.
Right. Ooh, okay. All right. Intro of Stairway to Heaven is directly stolen by an opening band that sued and won. Ooh. Fact of the day for
Led
both of
Zeppelin?
us. Yeah, that's for Led Zeppelin. Yep.
Yeah, so I heard they stole a lot of stuff from openers.
Yeah.
But
Naughty Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
But magnetic refrigeration combined with superconductors. Jeez Louise, Drew, you are all over the place today. Just kind of like how we are, but but no, like I think another thing, I noticed that you're rocking a UA hat.
Yes. Now look, this is actually I'm not like a huge weeb or nothing like that, and I actually haven't even seen all of My Hero, whatever.
Yeah.
I more so just like the color, you know, like
it goes with the green,
like most urban people, you know what I mean. When it comes to the fit, it's not even about the team necessarily. It's about the how it wraps the outfit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the aesthetic. Like, I mean, if you see CJ Holiday show up on Crash Out Connoisseurs, like he's dripping all the time. Like,
yeah.
And I got Suburban Dadcore,
yeah.
so
Got the aviators on. Yep.
Yeah. Well, like he says that the lights are too bright, so it gives him a headache. So like that's why he wears the aviators.
Sure.
Yeah. But I mean, it's okay. Like I think it's fine. I mean, I think it gives him the aesthetic.
No, I mean, I'm not shitting. I got look. I'm just trying to. It's like the thumbnail thing we were talking about. Just try to be a little visually interesting to like try to grab some attention or something like that.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. So. Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, I was gonna use that, and I was gonna be like, well, have you seen kind of the end? Like they're starting to dub it now, and I can't believe it's already towards the end of My Hero Academia, but wow.
Yeah.
It makes me feel old. Like
I stopped at like the end of the third, like the fourth season, like the end of the third season or something like that. That's around where I stopped. But.
Oh yeah. See, I think I stopped like when Deku was in like the Vigilante. He was in the Vigilante arc, which was only like 2 episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate the show. I like that. Do you like any other animes or anything like that?
I do. I'm an old school guy, so
yeah.
I love Macross. You know, the one where the jets fight the 50-foot aliens and they turn into mechs. That's pretty cool.
I've seen it. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it. I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Robotech is kind of the American counterpart. That's where they take the elements from 3 different anime, which is Macross, Southern Cross, and Most Piata, and they combine it into one show because Macross was only like 36 episodes, and to reach syndication, you had to get to maybe about 52. So like they were just like, well, let's just combine elements from these 3, make some modifications, and then lo and behold, we have an 82 episode series. Yeah, that you could play. Yeah, Robotech. Yeah,
Drew's a huge weeb.
Yeah, well, along with drinking beer and lifting, he likes old school anime. Then On My Goddess was my big one for a long time. I had all the. It's basically kind of like a sitcom where this guy just dials the wrong number and out pops a goddess from this mirror, and they go on to have this like supernatural sitcom, romantic comedy type of stuff. Yeah.
What year was that?
They started back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And then the OVA came out in the early 90s, and then the television series, which they only ran 2 seasons of, that was in the mid 2000s, from 2005 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went back to 80. You are old school on that one. Yeah.
I am old school.
I like one of my favorites is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Ooh, yeah.
That's one of my favorites of all. I feel like I feel like that transcends anime a little bit in the sense that like you could like introduce it to someone who may not even be interested in anime, and they could enjoy the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like it's not too anime-y in a lot of ways, where it's not too horny and it's not like too annoying, like, you know, Kitty and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know? So,
I get that. Yeah, we're like, I mean, Dragon Ball Z is pretty like universal. Like anybody knows about Dragon Ball Z.
Sure.
And then then you get into the harem stuff. Like I grew up on Toonami. My big three when I was like in junior high, it was Dragon Ball Z, it was Sailor Moon, it was Tenchi Muyo. And Tenchi was like, like why are these like centuries old alien women like macking on this 15 16-year-old guy from Japan? Like when you really think about it in retrospect, it's kind of like this is awkward.
That didn't need to be on Cartoon Network channel. It really did. You got a boy anime.
They had the Gundam Wing, and Gundam Wing was big, and everybody and their brother was in either they were either in the DBZ camp or they were in the Gundam Wing camp. So
Drew's in both. Drew builds some models and stuff like. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboy Bebop, one of the best English dubs ever.
I don't think the writing isn't stellar on that game that show, but
Bebop,
I would
okay.
But I will say I stellar, no pun intended. But I will say I do like I like the character design, I like the atmosphere, I like the vibe and stuff like that, and it's not horrible. I'm not a fan of like lots of filler episodes, even though that's a short anime. I like when the narrative's always moving forward and stuff like that. But I wouldn't even call Cowboy Bebop overrated or anything like that. But it didn't grab me like it did a lot of people. But sure. I see there's a lot of good aspects of it for sure.
Oh yeah. Like especially the jazz aesthetics. Like it's not exactly like a clean future, nor is it truly dystopian. It's just okay. All right. Yeah, Earth's a garbage dump, but But everything marches on. You got spaceships, but still you got like typical everyday problems. But
and I would almost put a Trigun in that similar category of like Trigun. Bebop. Yeah, I like that show a lot. Vash the Stampede. He's a cool character.
Vash the Stampede, the Human Hurricane. What isn't he the Human Hurricane? The humanoid hurricane. One of those nicknames, I think.
Yeah. It's been a while
since I could. Sorry, the Stain reference had to come out. But no, like I think along with that, there was, let's see, Full Metal Alchemist was kind of big on Adult Swim. I was more, I think, probably early 2010s. I was into Bleach. I really liked Bleach.
I love the first like 60 something episodes of Bleach were like 60, 70 episodes were just amazing. I loved it. But I think it fell into a trap that a lot of animes do, like DBZ, like Inuyasha, where it's just it's a lot of repetition, but then it's also kind of like a pump fake for the audience whenever it's like, okay, we got this new big bad guy, we got to learn this super ultra technique, and it's going to take all of our strength and all of our potential to achieve it. Then you defeat the guy at the end of the season. Then now there's a new guy, and you gotta do it again. It's like I gotta get even more potential, and that's fine if you do it 3 times. Some anime, that's just the cycle. That's just the whole.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm okay with a cycle of 3, but like my favorite part, like my favorite saga in Dragon Ball Z is the Cell Saga. There's like enough twists and turns, and then you already have the establishment of the Super Saiyan, like. And then now, like as the season progresses, like you have other Super Saiyans other than Goku and Trunks and Vegeta. You have Gohan, and then the human fighters are still relevant. It's not like, oh man, it's it's completely out of everybody's league. Like Piccolo is still relevant. But like. Then you get to like then you think, oh man, it's going to be the androids that are going to be the bad guys, and then it kind of evolves into Cell being the bad guy, and then it's not Goku who saves the day, it's Gohan that saves the day.
Yeah, a lot of subversions going on throughout. Yeah, definitely, I like that.
Yeah, and then it kind of goes off the rails with the Buu saga with the fusion technique and then the earrings and all the magical stuff, like all the absorptions, and I'm just like, Okay, all right. I'm tired, boss. Like,
So you don't like us? Do you like Super? Did you go on to watch that?
I watched a little bit of Super. I mean, but everything that you would watch in Super, like, was done in the movies, like, done in like, what was it? It was the one that introduced Beerus, and then it was, then like there was the Resurrection F, where they brought back Frieza, and I'm like, man, I know people still like Frieza, but man, leave him dead. Like, just please, like, let's get somebody else. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I was tired of Frieza, because the Frieza saga was that dragged forever, and then sure, built to the to the Super Saiyan, but it was just like, I'm sick of Frieza. Like, I want somebody new. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah.
So what about GT? What do you think of GT?
GT was goofy. Like, there were some good parts in GT. Like, and I mean, I know Toriyama didn't write the story to GT, and it was really the Dragon Ball Evolution movie where he actually went back to Dragon Ball, and then he came up with Super. Yeah, the movie was that bad that Akira Toriyama was forced out of retirement. Yeah, but GT had some good it had some good concepts. I wasn't really in love with them having to age down Goku, because by that point he was so OP, he was so overpowered.
Yeah.
But I did like the idea of like the Black Star Dragon Balls, and if they couldn't find them in a year, like the Earth would be destroyed. Mm-hmm. Like, I like that idea. And then I mean, yeah, I guess it would be too OP if Goku used instant transmission, but they could have written it better to where maybe Goku was written off or something, and they could have relied on the next generation of people, but Goku's the tie that binds. He keeps the merchandise flowing, and they're like, well, let's just age him down and make him less powerful. But I was like, still, he could still get Super Saiyan 3. He could still wipe the floor with people. But
and what's the next one? They got Super Saiyan 3. Then he got the blue hair, then the red hair.
Oh yeah, he got the Super Saiyan God, which was the red hair, and then he had the Super Saiyan God, which they just called Super Saiyan Blue. Like,
yeah.
Which is, I'm like, guys, quit. Like, just stop. But it's all to sell new merchandise. That's all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's kind of like a play on the whole, like, there used to be an internet meme that used to kind of circulate around the internet back in the early days, and they called it Dragon Ball AF. Like, not in as fuck, but like as in April Fools. Like, so they made this like weird thing, like, is like, oh man, yeah, they created a new anime after the conclusion of GT, even though GT had a foregone conclusion. Like, it was done. Like, save for like the little Goku movie, like, that was supposed to take place 100 years later. That was supposed to end right then and there. And then it was like something circulating around the internet about this Dragon Ball AF. And it was about like Super Saiyan 5 and Super Saiyan 6, and it was a bunch of like, and they came up with these villains called Millie and Billy, and like they came out with all sorts of wacky storylines.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, who? It's a slap in the face to the viewer. We talk about slop, or that's just slop to me. Just like, slop. I like Dragon Ball. I like the characters. I like the world. I like the events that happened. Like you said, up till even the Buu saga. You know what I mean? But it's like, guys, beating a dead horse is not even the term. You know what I mean? Right.
And I think that's why they kind of went in a different direction with like Super. Even like I think after Resurrection F, that's where it kind of gets interesting. Where they get into the Goku Black. And I'm not a huge fan of like Trunks having to go back in time again. Like, I'm like, oh, come on, let's not beat a dead horse like you were saying. But
the highlight reel. Remember that? Yeah. Remember when we did that? We're doing it again.
Yep, we're playing all the greatest hits. Let's go, boys.
You loved it then, you love it now.
But the Tournament of Power I thought was really good. When they started bringing in like Saiyans from other universes, they brought in Jiren, like, and then they really came up with something really cool, which is the Ultra Instinct. And I was like, that's neat. Like, but they didn't have to go through like, Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue to be able to be like reach Ultra Instinct. Like, they could have just like, they could have plateaued, and then they could have plateaued at Super Saiyan 3, and then you could have had like Whis and Goku eats a dead horse. Yeah, where Whis and Beerus do train Goku and Vegeta to probably be the next like the next like destroyers or the next gods or whatever, and then like to be able to have them maybe capture Ultra Instinct. I don't know, like the manga does a better job in my opinion. I think the manga according to some of my friends, like the manga is the way to go to take in Dragon Ball Super versus the anime.
Okay.
Yeah. I always tell people like the manga can be better. Sometimes it's not the better of the two, but usually it's the better of the two. It's like the book versus the movie. Like, sure. You want to read the book versus reading the movie.
Certain things can be conveyed that might not be able to be conveyed through the movie or whatever. Yeah,
I get that. So what other franchises are you into?
Let me think here. I'm not huge on anime. I don't get deep into it. I'm trying to think here. I back on Adult Swim when they were doing Case Closed, the Detective Conan.
Oh yeah,
I like those. Yeah, that was pretty interesting to me. I like Death Note for a little. Well, I liked it till the end or whatever. It was cool. A lot of cool stuff with Death Note. It's not anime, but I do enjoy Avatar: Last Airbender. I thought that was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of similarities between that and Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's a really cool world. I wish I got like Avatar really started up after I kind of faded away from it for a bit, and then but the world comes off as really neat. So
yeah, the thing I like about it and Full Metal is that like it's only like 50. It's like 50, less than 52 episodes or something like that, and there's like almost no filler, and like each episode moves the plot forward in some way. You know what I mean? So I usually appreciate that, and yeah, they both got pretty satisfying endings for the most part. So.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is forever, man.
Yeah, my favorite anime is Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, mine too. I mean, started in the 40s and still going strong.
Oh, they're still making Tom and Jerry cartoons?
I'm not sure if they do or not, but
they have cultural relevancy still.
They still have cultural relevance, I think. Because like they made a movie not like a few years ago. I think like 2021, and then it's been a like as long as you don't make Tom and Jerry talk, I think it'll be fine. It's just slapstick, really.
Yeah.
But my first, like,
they used to beat each other's ass, bro.
They did.
That was a violent ass cartoon. You know what I mean?
And Tom would take so much punishment. Like I just remember, like Jerry would just mollywop him with like what is it? Like a bread roller. Yeah, and just mollywop him.
And he would get his ass beat by Spike, the pit bull too.
Yeah, he'd get beat up at the pit bull, and then.
Well, you think of Tom, you think cat and mouse, you think, oh, the cat's got the advantage here, but no, really, Tom was the underdog, and then that juxtaposition was really created some comedic opportunities.
Right. Well, when I was a kid, I always rooted for Tom. I was like, you know what? Like
he's getting his ass beat.
Jerry's like whooping his ass for one, and then two, Jerry is the nuisance. Like.
Right, yeah. Tom's protecting his house.
Yeah. Tom's just trying to fulfill the wishes of his homeowners. Like he's trying to get the mouse. Like he's trying to do his job.
Tom needs a W. Tom needs a W.
Tom does need a W. Hashtag justice for Tom.
Hell yeah, that's right.
Violence and classical music rules. Yes, you can tell that to all the Looney Tunes out there.
That's good. Yeah.
I mean, and that's what a lot of like Merry Melodies is used off of, and before that, like Silly Symphonies done by Disney, like they put the characters onto classical music, and it's slapstick violence and everything. But
yeah, Acme Hour.
Yeah, Acme Hour. Yeah, Acme Hour. Gosh, I remember when the Looney Tunes were on like ABC back in the early 90s. Like that takes me back because that was along with like the original like Sonic the Hedgehog, like Sad AM. The one that everybody gets all obsessed over, like, oh my god!
The one with Princess Sally,
yeah. We're all
that was a dope ass theme song. He's the fastest thing.
And then like Steve Urkel would voice Sonic, and he would drop like Van Halen like into the show.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm cool, just like Van Halen. Like,
I shred.
But like, yeah, like I collected those comic books when I was a kid too. Like, they had comics and they went on forever. And I think I stopped after like issue 30 because they finally killed off Robotnik. Like they had a foregone conclusion.
Oh
yeah,
I never even knew that. Did they do that in the cartoon or just the comic?
Just the comic.
Okay, that's awesome. I actually kind of want to look into that now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it got like that. Okay.
Yeah, but just stay away from the Ken Pender stuff. I will say that because like at the time there was no lore associated with Knuckles the Echidna. And then they were like, okay, like, so Ken Penders is like, all right, I'm going to have all this, I'm going to draw up all this lore. And it got into like, space Nazis and all this other stuff. And it got dark. Like it was bad. Like, and it was just, he was soapboxing was what he was doing. But he went a little off the rails and he got let go from Archie, and then like he got pissed off, and like
who's that new guy that's kind of doing a good job? His name Ian or something like that, or I forgot what his name is, but he's he helps with the game. He actually makes canon at this point. You know what I mean?
He does, which is incredible. Like an ascended fan, so to speak. Yeah, but space Nazis, I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm not too deep on like the Sonic. I'm very familiar with Sonic, but like I'm not too deep on like the comic lore or like stuff like that. But I really enjoy the gameplay of a lot of the games for sure.
The games were fun.
Yeah,
the dynamics were easy. Like, just be as fast as you can.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like, but I was a Mario kid too. Like, I was a Mario kid. Like, I loved Mario. And then, like, once I went into the PlayStation era, like, I was like, all right, Nintendo's for kids. Like, PlayStation's where it's at. Like, and then you get like
PS2 is Oh yeah, but I not too long ago I played 1 and 2 I beat 1 and 2 for the first time. And I really like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, and I liked 1, and then what I fell in love with 2 because it subverted so many expectations of 1, and I really liked the themes and stuff that they were talking about in Sons of Liberty, the second one. I fucked with that. That took me by surprise at how poignant and deep and complex the narrative was in that.
Yeah, until like it got too complex, and then you have to like be like, what are you trying to do, Hideo Kojima? Like, what are you doing? Like,
that's just a part of. I think that I haven't played all of the games in the series, but I think that's just a part of like the vibe of that series. It's just like always trying to keep you on your toes, never fully being able to explain what you're experiencing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending it. It pisses me off sometimes. That's what pisses me off about Kingdom Hearts after Kingdom Hearts, like Kingdom Hearts 2 and on, it turned into a Pandora's box of like, tons of people.
Kingdom Hearts has an interesting lore to it because like you have these separate worlds that these characters can jump in and out of, and they can travel in between. That's kind of like what I'm kind of gathering. But with all the Disney acquisitions, like I was like, I'm surprised they haven't come out with like a Kingdom Hearts 4 or a new entry, because it's like now you can get into Marvel and now you can get into Star Wars and really dive into that. But
they're working on 4 from what I hear, but I don't know. I don't pay too close attention. If it comes out, I'll check it out. But.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. I'm like, I don't even play video games anymore. It's crazy. Yeah, like I think the last video game I played was like Pow World, and that was about it. Pokemon with guns, and I still hadn't beat the game, and I was like, and I'm just sitting here and I'm grinding and I'm building bases and but gosh, I'm trying to think of what else I was into. I mean, I did collect Pokemon cards back in the day. I used to like flaunt around this like $10 card. It was like in Japanese, and I tried to trade with like the neighborhood kids with with some of their more expensive cards, like their mythical birds or whatever. And I'd be like, I'll trade you this. It's like a Japanese like holographic, which costs like $10 compared to like maybe like a like a Charizard or something. Nobody would ever bite, because I would tell them, well, before you make that decision, I'm going to educate you. Like, this is a $10 card. You're trading in like your Charizard for this. Like,
you had too much integrity.
Yeah, I did. I once over cards though. That was funny.
I had I went to the it was like the first Pokemon, or no, what was it? I think it was the first Pokemon movie. I saw it in theaters, and they were giving out they gave out like it was like a Mew card.
Yep.
And it was like, it looked all ancient and stuff like that. And I had that, and then I just stupidly gave it away to, like, I was like, I don't want this, you can have this, you know what I mean? Like when I was like 6 or 7 years old, you know.
Yeah, like, oh god, I remember the promotion for the movie was like over the top. It was like, oh man, you can get this free card when you go in, and I remember walking out of that movie, and my friend was like, it was overrated, like, and I was like, I mean, you're not wrong, like it was kind of goofy, but the card was cool. But yeah, I ended up giving away all my cards for like $20 in an auction one time. Like I had all these holographics, like all this extensive collection I built up over like 2 or 3 years, only to just, I'm like, I still kick myself to this day, because I was like, there'd probably be some hot items up I had some like, cards that were worth something. Yeah.
I don't think anybody could have predicted that Pokemon would just keep going up in price, like all aspects, the games, I mean, like if you want to buy a cartridge of GBA Emerald, it's like over 100 just for the cartridge. You know what I mean? It's like who knows what little random cards that were in like the first or second generation of the card game, like, just have ballooned in price. I don't think anybody could have expected that.
No,
I mean, people have it in the back of their head, like at that point in time, probably like, oh yeah, they've heard of like baseball cards, random baseball cards going crazy or something like that. So yeah, I'll keep my rare Pokemon cards, but whatever. But no, all that shit is just gone up. So
yeah,
I don't think
it's crazy. That. Yeah, and I never would have thought. I was like, yeah, I suppose I'll part with this. Like it's no problem. And then I'm like, years later, I'm like, they're how much now? Like, oh man, like I had all these cards, they were so cool. Like, but it is what it is.
C'est la vie.
Yeah, is what it is. Holy buckets. I just saw something that was that hopped off at me. It was about the UAP thing, and like, of course, it was like it was going off of one of Donald Trump's posts about it. I was like, huh. But oh well. It's not that important. It's just UFO disclosure, but oh gosh, what other things? I was in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. Then I'm still a big Godzilla fan to this day.
Okay.
Yeah. So any Godzilla lore you ever want to know, man, I could probably tell it to you.
What'd you think about the the King Kong versus Godzilla.
They're
years ago.
they're like Showa. It reminds me of the Showa era movies, just with better graphics and CGI. They're hokey, but they have their own lore. They've really fleshed out the universe thanks to, Monarch, the Monarch series on Apple TV. They've kind of fleshed that out a little bit. But I mean, I enjoy it. I look at it like, hey, I'm so glad that there's Godzilla stuff, because when I was growing up, there was hardly anything, and Godzilla was just an afterthought. Like, people made fun of me for being like a big Godzilla fan, and I'm like, but dude, you guys don't understand. Like, this is a giant monster fighting other giant monsters. Like, now it's like a golden age of Godzilla. Like, you can't swing around a dead cat without hitting like at least several different types of Godzilla shirts and merchandise and movies. I mean, they're coming out with -0, I think next year, I believe, or maybe later on this year. So I'm kind of interested in seeing that. And then, just so much merch and so much stuff out there now with just Godzilla, and a lot of people that are like, yeah, I like Godzilla. And I'm like, where were you in the 90s? Like, where were you? Like,
yeah,
but
they're here now, man.
They're here now. That's all that matters. Yeah, they're here now. But what other, but I think that, I don't know. Did I see you do like a fast food tier list not too long ago?
Yeah, last night I was doing that. I just was trying to figure out something to fill out the stream or whatever. So yeah, I asked ChatGPT, give me like 20, 30 food restaurants, whatever. They missed a couple key ones, which we had to go back and we downloaded it. We said it right though. But yeah, I was go ahead and ranking all those. We ended up with, I think I was open to having multiple S tier, but the only one that went into S tier was Taco Bell.
Was Taco Bell an S tier?
Okay, listen, I
want to hear this out. I really do. Like, I am interested.
Okay, I'm happy to make that argument for you, but can we start with you? Like, can you tell me why not S tier?
Why not S tier? I was going to agree with you. I was going to be like, dude, Taco Bell's great. Like, I love Taco Bell. Like,
for a lot of reasons.
It's for a lot of reasons. One, it's probably one of the very few places that's open late. And then
I didn't even consider that, but yes.
Then two, they constantly switch things up or they modify things, but they keep like the Crunchwrap Supreme. They keep the grilled stuffed burrito. Like, they've kept a lot of like the classics, but with their other menu items, they tend to keep it like they switch it up to make it fresh, like the Cantina stuff, like the Cantina chicken.
Speaking my language.
Yeah, like, or the boxes. Like, if you don't know, like, you're just like, I'll take a $5 box, or I'll take a $9 box, and well, there you go. There's your stuff right there.
Dude.
My gosh.
Yeah. And I was talking about the what's it called? It was like it must have been like around 2010, 2011 maybe, or something like that. They had the $2.50 meal deal or whatever, where you can pick like a 5-layer burrito, you get a bag of chips, you can get a soda, you know what I mean? And it's like all $2.50. It's like, man, that was,
and their value menu slap too.
And that was something that I was kind of emphasizing when we were going through all these fast food restaurants. Some of these places have been there for you with a great value, and I'm talking about places like Little Caesars. I'm talking about places, what I mean? You can talk and Taco Bell. You can talk down on the quality of the food or whatever, blah blah this and that. But when you needed them, they were there, and they were there with the right stuff, So
and then like the cool thing I think Drew brought up as well is you could substitute steak for like the ground beef. Like you could switch out the ground beef for the steak.
Sure.
And there you go. Like, that's nice.
Plus
they're very really friendly too. Yeah.
Yeah, the app's good. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Taco Bell, it found its way into S tier, and
okay.
And I don't think anybody disagreed really or whatever.
Okay.
No one was like, "Oh God, I can't believe you did that." So.
Like, oh my God, how dare you put the bell at S tier? But you know what? Pepsi takes care of the bell. Like,
What do you mean by that?
I mean, well, because it's owned by Pepsi, so
Oh, okay.
and they're always coming up with new stuff for the bell, like which blows my mind. Like, I mean, I liked Baja Blast when it came out, but now that Baja Blast is everywhere, man, I love Baja Midnight.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, Baja Blast and Midnight, they taste both of them very perfumey to me.
Oh,
very
okay.
Very fragrant florally, and I'm not saying that as a good thing. However, I do enjoy Baja Blast. I do, and I did try the Midnight one, but it seemed like extra perfumey. So maybe, and that's how I felt when I first had the Baja. So maybe if I have it a couple more times, it would be all right.
You
But
bet.
it didn't grab me though. I'll say that.
Joe, welcome in. Good to see you.
What's up, Joe? Thanks for stopping by.
Shout out Lil Peters. But like, what else is really good? There used to be there's a gas station chain where I grew up at called Casey's. And Casey's.
Oh yeah, I know Casey's. Yep.
Yeah, Casey's has the gas station pizza.
Yes,
the best gas station pizza.
I might have only had it like once or twice. I wasn't blown away, so maybe I just got like a bad slice or something like that. But yeah, I know a lot of people that enjoy Casey's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I grew up on Casey's. It depends on what Casey's you go to as well. So like you can have a Casey's that like somebody really knows how to put together a pizza. And yeah, it's just putting it through a conveyor belt and getting it through the oven, but sometimes like they get it just right and it's pretty good. Like
yeah.
Gosh, I have now that makes me think of pizza places. I was like, oh, what's a good pizza place?
So let me see here real quick. I'm pulling up the tier list right now, and so
okay.
in S tier we had Taco Bell.
Okay.
A tier we had Popeyes, In-N-Out Burger.
Okay.
A&W and Wendy's. Okay, but as far as pizza places, in B tier we had Little Caesars.
Okay.
And Papa John's.
Okay.
But in C tier, we had Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like Little Caesar, you can't go wrong on just because of the price, the value. I mean, yeah, it's fast food pizza, but at the same time, like, I do love to get like a hot and ready, just like that. Like
if you're in a pinch, yeah.
Yeah, if you're in a pinch, like, and
yeah,
you know, like, if you got like $30 to spend, like you can have yourself like a full 5-course meal. Like you can have like Caesar wings, you can have like, 3 pizzas, and like you can have like crazy bread to go with that. So yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Whataburger. I mean, not just because I live in Texas, but
man, dude, oh man, I hear so many good things about Whataburger. I've gotten it like I don't live near one, so I usually get one like when I'm on vacation or something like that.
Sure.
Usually maybe like around like Florida or Georgia or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had it like 4 times maybe, and each time it was just a horrible experience, like customer service wise, and also just like the food. The bun was really dry, and I want to like it, so I kept going back, but it just
I get that viewpoint. I mean, sometimes it comes down to the location.
Yes, absolutely.
It comes down to the location. A&W, A&W is so good. And there's an A&W in a town I used to work. I used to live in a town about 30 minutes away, and one of the towns I covered had an A&W, and I was like, oh, let's go. And it was great, like, because you could just get the root beer right from the tap, and and they would do cheese curds to substitute the fries if you wanted to. I mean, not too shabby.
Yeah.
But gosh, I was kind of wondering about your other ones. Popeye's pretty good.
I would say it's A tier.
Okay.
I think it's better than KFC, but that's just my opinion.
Sure. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else that was really. Wendy's is pretty pretty solid. Not just because Sweeze works there. Do we want to like talk about Sweeze a little bit? But no, Sweeze is like,
I don't want to. I mean, I whatever. If you have a question, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out Sumo Dog.
Shout out Sumo Dog. Yeah. I've been watching a little bit of like the Sweeze and Swizzle like shorts that they put on.
Oh, they got some new ones. They
have a couple new ones. I think it's Swizzle thanking like some random fans out of like Korea for some odd reason. Like, I'm just like, okay, all right.
You look at the analytics and you're like, all right, cool. 0.2% of people are watching me from Korea. Oh,
shout out South Korea.
Hey.
Like, yeah. like most of our viewers are all Americans, but it is really funny to see like the 0.02 of Canadians that are in there. And it's not just because it's CJ, like not because of CJ Holiday, even though he's kind of a crazy Canadian too. But yeah, oh yeah. But I'm hoping they can get that podcast going soon, because that's.
I'm not quite sure. Sometimes. Sweeze has mentioned this himself sometimes. I think sometimes he's just like, yeah, it's more just about like the bit of, having one about to start a podcast or whatever. And then that drives enough engagement and is enough of a creative outlet in and of itself. So
it's like hyping up for a non-existent podcast. Like,
yeah. So that'd be great if he kept going on other pods and promoting it. I'm happy, or if they start the pod or whatever, I'm happy to see that too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Me too.
But it's almost Andy Kaufman-esque. You know what I'm saying?
That was what, what's his face? That's what Doug was bringing up. Is Doug was like, I don't care if they ever kick out another episode. If they keep hyping it up, I am down. Like, I am down for it.
Because you still get the exposure to the personality that would be marketable, that people would enjoy. Like you still get a taste of the Sweeze and Swizzle, even though there's no like flagship dedicated show. You know?
No, I mean? There's not. And truth be told, and I brought this up on a few occasions, is Unfiltered was supposed to be me and Sweeze, and we'd bring on other people. And then if we didn't have anything else, it'd just be Sweeze and I just shooting the breeze and, and talking about like our weeks or whatever. And, I moved down to Texas and I'm like, Sweeze, like, let's do this. And like, Sweeze is like kind of is like, oh, I'm so on board. I'm down with whatever you're doing. And I'm like, but when are we going to hang out? Like, Sweeze, when are we going to hang? Like, and I get it that he lives like an hour away, which is really not far when you're Texas. Like, that's nothing. Like, I'll drive an hour. Like,
you guys drive all the time.
Yeah. I mean, like, but it's nice because you can go 80 just about everywhere. Like, you can end up, like, you can start off in Amarillo, where I'm at, down to Lubbock, and you can get there within about an hour, 50 minutes, if you're moving really well.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Like, and everything's like 4 hours away. Like, Santa Fe's like 3 hours away. Albuquerque's 4 hours away. Oklahoma City is less than 4 hours away. Denver is 6 hours away. Dallas-Fort Worth is less than 6. Abilene, San Angelo, Odessa, all within 4 hours drive. Like, sometimes you kind of feel like, yeah, you're on an island, but really you're in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that. Yeah.
No, I don't hate that either. Like, it's nice.
Well, it's just whatever, the gas is just that's the gas prices though. That's
what
making
makes
it take
second guess. Yeah,
a little, but before that, you know what I mean? Definitely.
Yeah, before that,
I love a long drive.
Yep, and just like, I remember. Oh gosh, this was when I was still in college, and we were doing a road trip from Amarillo to San Antonio, and I was there with my college advisor and a few other college students. We were all journalism students, and We never had the radio on the entire way. We talked the entire way there. We had all these conversations all the way there and then all the way back. Like, and it made the trip go by so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. Like it was cool. It was cool.
I that's where I get a little. It's like sometimes I'll have family members in this state or family member in that state be like, "Oh, you should come see us. You should come see us."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I can't do more than like after 4 hours of driving, I don't want to drive 8 hours to somewhere. It just, oh my God, it just, I can't do that long. Like 8 hours by myself. It's like, I'd be happy to do it if I had like one other person in there to like split it up or whatever. You know what I mean? But I can't do that.
Yeah. I mean,
the solo long trips, because at a certain point I got to take some time. It may take 4 hours to get there, but at one point I'm gonna have to sit down for like 15-20 minutes or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's
just
me.
Take a little bit of break from looking at the road, you know?
Yeah, because I'll start to get that highway hypnosis.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hypnosis.
Yeah.
I'm like the polar opposite. I feel like I could drive everywhere, and that was because like me and a couple of other wrestlers at the time, because I was training.
Oh, okay. Like for professional wrestling,
yeah,
or
pro wrestling.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So we ended up taking a trip from Amarillo all the way to Philadelphia. Like, and that's like a 24-hour drive. Like, and I got tired. I think it was on the way back. We were driving back, and I pulled off I was like it was in somewhere in Missouri. We were close, but we still had to go like Oklahoma and Texas the rest of the way. And I was starting to get tired, and I remember giving the wheel to Rex Reed, who was also on the show like not too long ago. And then I remember waking up, and it was like right near Rolla, Missouri. And he pulled the car off to the side of the road, and we slept. But after that, like,
you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't
No.
worth it, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. But I never got tired ever again after that trip, like driving. Like it's weird. Like I remember coming home like at, I don't know, I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap. And I was living with my folks, and Mom was like, well, once you get up from your nap, we'll go out and we'll go have supper. And I remember thinking I was going to take like a nap, and I ended up waking up 7 the next morning. I was out.
It'll take a toll on you, man. That's for sure. Yeah.
It does. But I gotten used to like the 12 to 13 hour drives, because I have family members up in Iowa, and I'll drive up there, and you know, the only time where I get off to go drive is just, you know, hey, I got to go to the restroom, or I got to go get something to eat.
Yeah. So you really don't have to. You really would do that hour for some sweets, whatever, just to go link up and stuff like that. It really ain't shit to you. So yeah. Yeah. It's just somehow getting squeezed to Amarillo, I suppose. But he likes hanging out. He likes hanging out in Borger, Texas. But yeah. But yeah, he's. I have faith. One day you guys will link up, and it'll be glorious.
Oh yeah. Well, he's gonna do a Chinese buffet tour.
Oh, national tour. Okay, wow. He's going. He's going places. The national tour of buffets. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it Chinese focused, like you said? Is it?
Yeah.
Chinese buffet?
So like they love the Chinese buffets. I would have to look up where they're going to for their stops, but I knew I was down for that, because I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Not to mention, the Texas Panhandle has a really nice assortment of Chinese buffets. Like,
I was gonna say, these days you can't really find a Chinese buffet that doesn't have the hibachi.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so that's what I'd be liking.
Oh yeah, the hibachis. Like, yeah, now they're all being converted to hibachis, because unless you're in like a small town, but I don't even see buffets that much anymore. Like Golden Corral is kind of like.
Golden Corral is doing too much. They tried to do. They tried to. I like Golden Corral. Okay, but I'm just saying like they were out of their depth. I feel like a lot of times like they couldn't keep the quality up with all the different variety of things that they do. But
yeah,
it is a decent value though. I'll say that.
That's true. Yeah, like yeah. Otherwise, it gets too like. I don't know. You have to find a way between like quality and affordability. Like the more it goes up in quality, well, the affordability goes up, and then it's a balance. But yeah. Or hot pots. Hot pots are good.
Yeah. Korean barbecue. That's good.
Korean barbecue is good. Yeah. There was like a Brazilian barbecue. Like,
that's cool.
Brazilian barbecues. I never been to one.
Yeah. Brazilian barbecue. I don't know if the restaurant that I'm familiar with would be considered a Brazilian barbecue, but it is a type of situation where you go and they'll come by constantly with like plates, like you want to try this, you want to try this, you want to try this.
Yeah.
It'll be like freshly grilled stuff, like you get like grilled pineapple, it's pretty good. Or they try, you want to try this beef, you want to try this chicken or whatever, they'll come through and stuff. So and like it's almost like sushi a little bit, like you eat a little bit by little bits, and the next thing you know you're kind of full or whatever. And it's a different dining experience almost. It's you don't just order a whole plate or entree of something that you want. You just kind of you take bites of what they bring to the table and stuff. So but it all tasted great though.
Yeah.
It
sounds good.
And then they'll have like a almost like a little salad bar to the side there. They'll have like salads and maybe like a soup or something like that too. So
a soup of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The soup du jour.
Man, yeah, I'm getting hungry just thinking about all that stuff. Yeah. Oh gosh, where else could we go? So like, I know you cover a whole variety of different things on YouTube. What's some of your favorite things that you like covering? Something that chat always kind of wrangles you back into.
Well, it is a very wide variety because I do have people submit clips a lot, and that'll take us in a bunch of different directions. A lot of times they'll send us like topical stuff or even like just like silly animal videos or whatever. But as far as like the things that I actively choose to talk about before we get into those types of clips, I'll probably say like lately I've been getting sent some really good like lolcows and like people that and like moments and happenings that are going on with like current locales and stuff like that. So they'll send me that, and then I'll try to like craft a narrative with of what we're talking about there, just and present the clips with that. So I do like covering locales. What else?
Let me enhance that question a little bit.
Okay.
Who's some of your favorite lolcows?
I mean, as of late, all time. I mean, I think you got to give it up to Chris Chan. I mean,
oh yeah, Chris Chan.
You got to give it up. And I've been enjoying this Brooke lately because she's out of control. Heather Brooke, 250 criminal charges, including burglary, cumulatively over the years, not just like why she's in jail now, but 250 criminal charges over the years, including burglary, endangerment of a child, calling, making in assault with a weapon and stuff like that. And she's out of control. And the thing about her is she was constantly streaming all the time. She never put it down or whatever. And you'd catch her in her worst moments and stuff. And she would even and she's just a town terror. She had a reputation. She's constantly streaming. She's constantly getting into it with anybody she comes across their path. We were watching a clip the other night where she was going through the drive-thru and she was in such a tizzy. She was talking to the person ordering her food through the drive-thru, and I guess she didn't like their kind of tone or something like that. So she was already getting off on a bad foot or whatever. So she's hyping herself up like, all right, fine, let me get my food. I don't know why you have to act like that. I don't know, this is your fucking job. And this is all before she's in the drive-thru pulling up to the window and stuff like that. She pulls up, she's completely silent, and she's like very passive aggressive. And the person asks for the money, she gives the money, and then she's like, thank you, have a good fucking day. She drives off without her food. And proceeds to have a meltdown about the fact that she drove off without her food, and it's just she's actually in jail now for the what's it called? I know you ask about me. I'm talking all about Brooke now. I'm just spouting off, but she actually is in jail now because she was live streaming outside of like a high school, and she was like she's a very paranoid person, and so she's always thinking that people are stalking her and stuff like that. And so she was going to this high school, and she's like filming the cars in the parking lot and stuff like that. And she's like, ooh, I know that car. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, this is where they all are. This is where all these fuckers are that are, you know what I mean? And so, and she was making threats outside of the school while she's streaming, saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to bring them out into the street. And she was saying very crazy stuff or whatever. And then that's what got her put in and stuff. So she's been dealing with that, delaying her case perpetually, you know, and it actually just recently got delayed like a couple days, like a week and a half ago. And she's been in prison now or jail now for like 8 months, I think. So.
Jeez Louise, holy.
So to answer your question, like that's really what's been like kind of. I've been like, damn, oh my god, this just never ends. And then you go through her archives, and it just like, wow, this is insane.
It just never ends.
Yeah.
So that Honky Kong, welcome in.
What's up, Honky Kong? Yeah, I like to just cover things that come up throughout the week. I like to, whether it's like comedy beef that's going on, what's going on in the comedy world, or if it's just like new video game news or something like that, or a new movie that comes out. I just try to keep it pretty light and topical. But for the most part, like the chat and the community, the kind of the clips they want to talk about and they send, it kind of just takes us into different directions, and that's more so the vibe. Yeah, it's kind of like what we're doing right now, just a hang. You know what I mean? Just a multimedia hang. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really delved into Brooke yet. She sounds like somebody like CJ would probably get a kick out of.
I feel like I'm only at the tip of the iceberg. Everything I just said to you, this is all new to me. So I feel like I'm at the tip of the iceberg. So.
That's how I feel with like a lot of the locales, like brought up in Crash Out Connoisseurs, like save for like Dark Side Phil or Cyrax, or lately I've been watching nothing but like Kino Casino clips and them like, just raking the quartering over the coals, and Melanie Mack, and she's a booger wolf for sure. And then like Truther 777. But yeah, like Heihachi Mishima, welcome in.
What's up, Heihachi?
Yeah, Heihachi, like Tekken. Oh man, one of my favorite games was Tekken 3.
Nice.
Where like Heihachi would give somebody like the electrical noogie.
Yeah,
you would just give him like the headlock and like the where'd the electricity come from?
It's a lot of friction, man. It's a lot of friction.
There's a lot
strong guy.
The atomic noogie is what my friends and I used to call it. The atomic.
That's a great name. That's a great name.
But I got into the Cyrax lore like about 2023. And I remember I was in between jobs, and when I moved in, and before I moved in and get started on the new job, like I binged on nothing but Cyrax for about a week. Like just absolute, just getting caught up on the lore.
Some great clips out there, man.
Yeah. The Cyrax getting his ass handed to him by Music Biz Marty. That's an all-time classic, certified hood classic,
real trap shit.
Oh,
Didn't they put his likeness into a video game? Didn't they? Like,
they did. They
yeah,
did.
there was a video game called Papers, Please, but I think the same developer. It's a similar type of. I forgot what the hell that name. I gotta look that up. But yeah, they put a lot of like lolcows and internet, cringe lords. They morphed their likeness for a lot of that shit, and it's very. Like Cyrax on his own already looks kind of creepy. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to look shame anybody.
Fortunately, he's only like maybe 4'8", so like he's not that bad.
He's going through some things. Okay, so but to take that and just warp it to like oh my god, it really creates and it's like in like I'm sorry, I'm just going off. Wow, it just. You ever see somebody so ugly, it just makes you go off into a tangent.
Yeah, that's how we can get. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm no Prince Charming. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about him. Okay.
Yeah, well, and then they had Daniel Larson in one of the games too.
Oh yeah, yes, I think he was in that same game too. Yeah,
Daniel Larson.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm a little lost on that one. What's he locked up for?
He was like threatening like a FBI agent. That's why. Oh my
god! See, these guys get so gassed up on the internet. They get too big for their britches, and they just like they think they're in a movie. They think it's an action movie that they just like the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, and it's like, no, dude.
No, it doesn't work like that. Oh yeah, he was making threats against McDougal, who was the FBI agent that stumbled across Daniel Larson for some odd reason, and then. I believe the court date is in July, if I remember correctly. Oh my god! But yeah, and also making threats against like various government locations, and doing it live on stream that tends to draw the wrong type of attention as well. Where like just Daniels is going off, and he's just like, I mean, he's in a fury, like he's spitting, like he is like. Kicking out like saliva that nobody's business yet. Like his nose is running and he's spitting, he's slobbering. He's like he's almost like on rabies.
He'd be looking like Freddy Krueger.
A little bit, yeah. Except his honker's a little bit longer, but
sure.
Yeah. But Daniel just had a lot of mental problems, and
it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but also at the same time, like you can't go around and.
Who's his guardian? That's the question.
His guardian for a long time was a guy named Bob Proctor, and Bob was all right, but he couldn't handle Daniel. Like
he
couldn't handle Daniel because Daniel would always try to like burn down like a hotel room, or he would punch holes in the wall, and then like. He would expect Bob to just bail him out, no questions asked. But when Bob started asking questions, like, "You're going after me, I hate you," like it's sad.
That's sad and that's scary. I'm glad I'm fortunate that I'm not like either one of those people in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here. I'm just observing at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's good to be an observer, and yeah, you can laugh a little bit, but.
I don't understand the people that like get a kick out of or want to affect change in this situation so much that they want to like order pizzas or swat somebody or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like just let it play out. This is good. This is chaotic enough. It's you know what I mean? This person's already broadcasting these moments that they shouldn't be, and it's like just take it for what it is. You don't need to go find something else to affect change in your life. You know what I mean? Go find something else that you can actually affect a positive change, as opposed to just like, ooh yeah, what would happen if I just made it? Yeah, it just
what would happen if I ordered?
I potentially got him killed for calling the police on it. You know what I mean? It's
oh my gosh, Why would? Yeah, I don't condone like swatting or anything like that. Just don't do that. Like, I remember one time somebody brought up like swatting Truther, and I was like, no, please don't. Like, no, like
you gotta nurture your little cows. You gotta feed them if you wanna partake in their bounties.
Yeah, like I think like the worst we ever did was like we told Truther like. that Cyrax challenged him to a dance off.
That's light trolling. It can't even. That's barely light trolling. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and it's not bad. And I tell people like the reason why I do that is because he dances anyways. So just get him to dance like, and then you give him an easy W because like you could
Cyrax isn't gonna go respond back to him.
No, well maybe Cyrax could. Who knows? Like,
oh, that would be great.
Oh my gosh, like. And it's interesting when like Cyrax will name drop people and he name dropped CJ and CJ was like, "Yep, I'm hanging my hat on that one."
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like he was like, the Music Myth Party and like William Glory Hall and Edward Boy and CJ was like the last one. Like he was the last one mentioned.
Yeah.
But yeah, yep. Don't. You can feed the lolcows, but don't threaten them. Like, don't make their life already difficult as it is.
Yeah.
And like, we'll put on like Perry Caravello too. Like, I dig Perry.
He is completely in on it, which I'm not saying is a bad thing or nothing like that. But I don't think he's past the point of it. I mean, maybe in the background there's like some kind of a passive negative mental effects that could be happening, like from just acting this way on the camera or something like that. Even physically, like with like yelling and stressing your heart out like that or whatever. But he's a performer. He's in on it, and he found that people it resonated with people, and that they were giving him money or trying to encourage this types of situations, stuff like that, and he took it and rolled with it and harnessed it. I don't feel like Perry has any. I feel like his ego is very low. I don't think he actually cares if people are like making a fool out of him, because I don't think he would still be doing it if it affected him that bad, as bad as he portrays it to. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of respect for him and his little partner. I don't know how his little partner.
Tom B. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're both in on it. I think that they both. I don't think that either one of them. I know that he antagonizes him a little bit, but I don't think that. I think it's all for the money. They're doing it, So
yeah, and
I got respect for that.
I respect it too, because Perry is, Perry was an actor and not a very good one, but Perry is lovable. Like, I mean, as long as he's not like being too much of a creep around women, like he's fine.
But it's endearing when someone can like laugh at themselves and turn it into something that benefits them, you know? So
yeah,
it's powerful. It's like you could, maybe on the surface I'm the butt of the joke, but I'm not, hey, I'm not really.
But at the end of the day, man, I'm able to pay bills and I'm able to go do things like.
I don't want his old ass struggling. We need to take care of our seniors. We don't need his old ass struggling. He needs to be able to make a couple dollars here and there.
Oh, and it's not like he can't ever find work ever again. Like,
no,
like he's completely burned his bridges. No. It's just something like, yeah, Perry's entertaining. Like, either he wants to be entertaining or not. Like, it's almost one of those things where it's like so bad it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, gosh, that makes me think of Windy City Heat in movies. What do you got for favorite movies? What's a go-to?
Oh, man, see, I'm like a really goofy comedy kind of guy, so it's nothing really too high art or anything like that. But I would say probably movies that I've seen like way too many times is probably like Deuce Bigalow 1. I love that movie.
Oh yeah, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. Yeah,
I love that fucking movie. Harold and Kumar 1. I enjoyed that one growing up. That was a good one. I was way too young to see There's Something About Mary, but I do like that movie a lot. Like, it's a lot of Ben Stiller, Cameron Diaz. It's really really good. But the one thing I remember is like I first saw that movie when my mom had it on. I was like 6 years old or whatever. And one of the opening scenes, are you familiar with this? One of the opening scenes here is Ben Stiller character is going to go to prom with Mary. Now Ben Stiller's like a little bit of like a nerd, and Cameron Diaz, Mary, she's like really hot or whatever. Like she's like the hot chick that he wants or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's actually being nice to him, and she actually kind of showing an interest in him, even though he's braces and he's all nerdy and stuff like that. He goes to her house to pick her up for prom and meets her family and stuff like that, and they're talking and stuff like that. And he has to go up to use the restroom, so he goes up to use the restroom. Mary's getting ready for prom. Her mom's helping her get ready and stuff. He goes into the bathroom, and he ends up zipping his. He gets distracted, and he ends up zipping his pants in his. He zips his nutsack into his zipper.
Oh no!
And they actually show it. They show the prosthetic of like a flesh ball coming out of a zipper or whatever. I was like 6 years old when I saw that. I'm like, oh my god, that left a mark. I'm like, oh my god,
man.
Because what happens is, and it just becomes an embarrassing situation where he has to tell them. He's like, I don't know about it. And then the mom comes in. She's like, oh, well, let me look at it, sweetie. Let me get down here. Let me look at it. And he's like, you don't have to. And so they end up having to call the all of a sudden a fireman a fireman walks into the bathroom and he's like, yeah, we heard a woman screaming in here because it was Ben Stiller or whatever. And then so he's like, all right, let me help you out here, buddy. Okay, we're gonna do this real nice and easy. Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, and then it's like it jump cut like 1, 2, and then it jump cuts to the ambulance person saying, "We got a bleeder," and then like next thing you know, he's going in a stretcher and he's going in the and Cameron Diaz is like, oh my god, I thought, I'm sorry, I wouldn't go to prom. Oh my god, I hope you're okay. But anyways, I recommend that movie. That's a funny ass movie, but that's one of my favorites. I like comedies and stuff, especially from like the late 90s, early 2000s. I do like Ari Aster films.
Okay, he
has a couple good ones, like Hereditary. I thought that was kind of good. I wasn't too into Midsummer, but yeah, we think here. I liked recent movies. I liked Barbarian. That was kind of cool.
Oh,
what was another one? Weapons. I thought that was all right. I heard, nice little original horror movie. But
yeah. Gosh.
Yeah. How about you?
I know. I do like the classics. Gosh, like now I'm trying to think. Of course, like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The live action.
Yeah, the live action, the 1990 film. The Super Mario Brothers, the 93 film. People give it a bad rep, but I'm actually, it's kind of interesting.
I guess. I think where it let people down is that like how much it strayed away from actual like Mario, like kind of like the Mario thing. But yeah, I can see what you're saying about it having an interesting plot. Yeah. I've tried to watch that movie a lot of times. I just could not. Yeah.
Just can't get through it. I get you. Gosh, UHF is always a good one.
Oh, Weird Al, yeah.
With Weird Al.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of there was a movie called Folks. It was a comedy with Tom Selleck.
Okay.
Like Tom Selleck, and it had some adult humor in there, but I thought it was pretty good. I watched that a ton when I was in high school. I even did film analysis on it, which was crazy. And then, of course, like your classics, like I appreciate like Citizen Kane. Rosebud. Yeah. Then let's see maybe not so much Grapes of Wrath, but but like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I enjoy. Chinatown. What's another one that was really good? Raging Bull, Rocky 4 is probably my favorite one, where it's just it's just like it is like hyper, like it's just blown over out of proportion. Little Goblin fella, welcome, man.
What's up, Goblin? Thanks for stopping by, bro. We're talking movies right now. Yeah,
we're talking movies. Yeah. the Rocky the Panda Files assemble.
Yeah, my Panda Maniacs, my Panda Files, my Tron Luddites, yeah.
The connoisseurs, we call people troglodytes. We're just like, we tell people like, hey, we're cavemen.
I'm sorry. Tron Luddites.
Right,
like
right.
I'm sorry. Let me catch that.
The Tronglodites. And then I was thinking of troglodytes, and I was like, well, for Crash Out, it's like we're cavemen covering troglodytes,
Yeah, we got an inflated sense of superiority. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We're one step above.
Yeah, one half step above.
I like it.
Yeah, good movies. Good movies. We're trying anyways. Jeez Louise. Yeah, there's so many movies I've seen.
Did you ever see that movie, The Prisoners, with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, I haven't.
Prisoners? Oh, that was a good one. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, there's always Shawshank Redemption. You can never go wrong with Shawshank. Gosh, now I gotta keep thinking. Taxi Driver. I like Taxi Driver.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Troglodytes is my smart man insult. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'll have to look up 100 greatest movies or something.
Yeah, I just find myself the movies that I go back and watch the most are like the dumb comedy ones where you can just like put it on with a friend and just laugh. You know what I mean?
I do American Pie. American Pie was man.
That's kind of questionable these days. That opening scene of American Pie 1, he's essentially making like stealth revenge porn with that. Okay, so like that Nadia chick or whatever at the beginning. That's like the opening scene where she comes over to his house and I guess she's down to mess around with him or whatever, and he sets up a webcam in the corner on the PC, and he's, unbeknownst to her, he's filming the situation, and it's he thinks he's broadcasting it just to his friends, but he broadcasts it to the whole school. It's like, dude, that you get arrested in today's day and age. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Caddyshack and Airplane. Those are pretty good ones. I do the Airplane reference all the time, like, the Don't Call Me Shirley,
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Yeah, when I work, I'll call names and I'll be like, okay, all right, this is how I do it. Like, this is how I pronounce this name. Okay, as long as I don't call you Shirley, right? And then they're like, huh? And I'm like, it's an Airplane reference. Like, it's a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Airplane's cool. What else did that, who directed Airplane?
Oh gosh,
because I feel like they made that director also made other spoof like movies like that.
Airplane movie director. Let's see, Jim Abrahams, David Zucker, and Jerry Zucker.
Okay, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, parody of 1970s disaster films. Oh, okay. Huh.
Airplane.
Let's see. What other movies did they do? So like David Zucker's known for like The Naked Gun and the scary movies. Yeah.
Did you see that new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson?
I didn't see that. I mean, I saw bits and pieces of it.
Seth MacFarlane, I think, wrote and directed that one.
Okay. Back to the Future. Back to the Future is an all-time
classic. Oh yeah.
There
you go. Which one's your favorite?
Ooh, the first one you can never go wrong with because it does tie. It does like tie into each other fairly well. But I mean, I love Old West movies, so when they kind of did the play on the Old West movies with Part 3, I was like, I'm okay with that.
Three is underrated, I would say.
Yeah,
3 is underrated, but I think 2 is my favorite.
Yeah,
but I think 3
is really good because it revisits the movie and it takes it into different perspectives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's always Godfather, like.
I like the first Godfather a lot. I didn't enjoy the second one as much. I think don't more people like the second one. I loved the flashback scenes in 2, but other than that, I didn't really enjoy part 2 too much. I like Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino's pretty good.
I like but I like the first one more than I didn't even see the third one.
No, I didn't see it either. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent when it comes to Godfather. Godfather 3. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh dang. What are some other good movies out there?
Did you watch? Do you like Sopranos?
A little bit. I mean, I catch a little bit of Sopranos. Yeah.
Okay.
Did it insist upon itself? Family Guy reference.
Shish upon itself.
It insists upon itself. What are you talking about? Oh man. Yeah, that one's too good. Trying to think of what other movies that were great. There's Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz is up there.
It's cool.
Yeah. Schindler's List. Oh. So they put for IMDb. Geez Louise. IMDb top 150 movies. So they're saying Shawshank, Godfather, and The Dark Knight. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, The Dark Knight's good. Jurassic Park's really good too. Just the first movie, not the franchise.
You didn't like 2?
The only time where I liked 2 was where the T-Rex was rampaging through San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what else. Oh, The Graduate's number 7.
Oh, I haven't seen. I've only heard of that. I haven't
with a young Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen that. Oh, I do like some of the Kevin Smith movies. I like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Ooh, yeah. You can never go wrong with Jay and Silent Bob.
Dogma. I love
was
Dogma.
Great.
I wouldn't say it's underrated, but I feel like sometimes it's overlooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it holds up perfectly and stuff like that, but I say even then and now, it just felt like a fresh concept. You know what I mean? The juxtaposition of the ancient arcane ways mixed with how humans are navigating it. You know what I mean? It was a fun, and I like it's nice when religious movies will go dark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of cool. It's a good subversion.
Yeah, that was it was a good commentary on religion.
Sure.
Yeah, if you look at it like a commentary, and then of course they come out with the Golden Calf, and it's more of a fast food joint. That's pretty good. Or the Buddy Christ. Buddy Christ was great.
Oh, Mooby. Yeah.
Mooby.
Yeah.
Mooby. Oh my gosh. It's a Wonderful Life. I've seen it. It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a great ass movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that one's all right. E.T. the Extraterrestrial is number 25 on the top 100. Oh.
I've seen that movie several times. It never really grabbed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched a lot as a kid though, but it was cool. It was cool.
Major League. Oh, I love Major League. Major League.
Charlie Sheen. And Hot Shots. Remember Hot Shots?
Yep, Hot Shots was good. Yeah, what was it? Was it Hot Shots 2? Was it when Charlie Sheen had the chicken and used it as the bow and arrow?
Part 2, I think.
Yeah.
Those movies, Major League and that are almost in the same genre as the airplane and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of just silly, Naked Gun and stuff like that. Just kind of it's silliness.
Yeah.
After silliness, yeah.
You gotta have some really silly movies. Oh geez, let's see. I'm just going down the list. Wow, they did put Godfather Part 2 as number 32. That's okay. That's interesting.
Okay.
I
do feel like I went into watching the first Godfather, and I just want to see what's the hype. All these people are talking about the Godfather, whatever, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, okay, yeah, I can see where it was coming from, especially if you just take it from the lens of cinema from up to that point and what people had expectations out of movies and stuff like that. I feel like the tone, the dialogue, and the timing of the pacing was really nice. And so yeah, Godfather I think did get it is perfectly rated. But I don't. Yeah, 2 just kind of fell off for me.
Yeah. Anything
So-
with
so
Mel Brooks.
Yeah, Spaceball. Are you gonna watch that new
Spaceballs?
Spaceballs?
I'll probably catch it. Yeah.
Now, this has been a point of contention too. The sequel, it's called the new one. Spaceballs, the new one. But it's like, didn't they isn't that kind of messing up the joke from the previous movie where it's like when they referenced the next Spaceballs movies in the original movie, it was called the sequel.
Oh yeah.
So shouldn't they have just called it Spaceballs the sequel to coincide? But at the same time, I feel like so much fuckery with like that type of humor or something like that. That's probably going to be built into the movie. Or like, why didn't you call it the sequel? It's like because it's I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting super meta. I'm getting meta. I'm trying to match their meta right now. That's
Yeah. I'm interested to see where they take it because I think Bill Paxton passed away, or no, is he still around? I don't remember.
Who do you play? Like the Han Solo?
Yeah,
character,
he played the Han Solo
Yeah.
type guy, and then John Candy's no longer with us. R.I.P.
Oh,
Yeah, good old John Candy. Yeah,
Woo.
Spaceballs 2: The Search for More Money. That's
what it was
yeah,
called.
That's what it's called. Thanks, Who Farted.
That would have been perfect if they called it that. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be perfect. The Search for More Money because they need more merchandising.
Oh yeah, the Spaceballs toilet paper.
Oh God, the Spaceballs.
Was that one of the merchant? Was that one of them? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was one of the. I think that was one of the merchandising. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah. What, Drew? I saw a possum nutsack yesterday. It was glorious. Is that a movie?
No. He's a man of nature, so it was probably quite literally an opossum nutsack. No.
Wait, Bill Paxton passed away. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. He did pass away. Okay.
Yeah, he did pass away. R.I.P. Bill Paxton.
He was in Tremors, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, Spaceballs, the flamethrower. Yeah.
Or no, not Tremors. Twister.
Ooh, maybe. No, wait a minute. Hold on.
No. Twister was Kevin Bacon. No. Kevin Bacon
was in. He was in Tremors.
Yeah, Tremors. Yeah.
Yeah. Twister cast. Yeah, Bill Paxton was in. Yeah, he was in Twister. Well, then who the crap was the president of Independence Day? Bill Pullman. That's Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman was the one, I think. Is Bill Pullman still alive?
I have no idea.
He's still kicking. Bill Pullman's still kicking. It's Bill Paxton that passed away. He was in Twister. Yeah. And then he was I think he was also in Aliens. Yeah, that's what Drew's saying. Bill Paxton is in Twister and Aliens. Okay, and then Pullman was the president. Okay. Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, Bill Pullman was Lone Star. Okay, all right. So they're gonna bring. Okay, so they'll definitely bring back Bill Pullman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. All right, now I'm curious because Spaceballs to the new one, is it the new one?
Yeah, Chad, we're sitting here talking movies. Go ahead and throw us out some of your favorites or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do we miss? What do we miss?
So Mel Brooks will be back. Rick Moranis will be back. Let's see. Hold on. I'm curious. I'm like, okay, who's all coming back? Okay, Lewis Pullman. Okay. Keke Palmer. Okay, all right. Mel Brooks is coming back, man. That's gonna be crazy.
Dude, can he stand?
Yeah, can he keep? Can he act? Like,
is he 97 years old? How old is he?
Oh my gosh, how old are you, Mel Brooks? Oh man,
99 years old. Oh my God, I was just joking.
He's not. Holy buckets, yeah.
He's on that Dick Van Dyke.
Oh man, yep. He'll act until he's dead.
This dude was born in 1926.
1926. He'll be 100.
He lived through lead piping. He lived through asbestos.
Yeah. He's seen some shit back in his day, boys. Yeah, let's see. The lady, the actress that played Princess Vespa will come back. Rick Moranis will come back. That'll be good.
I'm so glad they got him. Yeah.
Yeah. Rick. Who the hell is Rick Moranis? Did you ever like watch Tourette's Guy movies or Tourette's Guy?
The show, yeah. That's not Mickey Mouse. That's tit dirt.
I used to do a really good like impression.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Oh, Bob Saget. Don't talk shit about Total. Yeah, so good, so good. Yeah, I love Tourette's Guy. They actually came out with a new Tourette's Guy not too long ago.
Oh, really?
They did, yeah.
Okay. Because you know what happened was obviously it's like a character and stuff like that. So so like he at one point I think he like made a post like way back in the day and he was like, yeah, it was from his son and he was like, yeah, he died in an accident. He's not gonna be able to make any more videos or whatever. And so I guess that was them trying to kill off the character or whatever.
Right.
So it's funny that you say that he did one just recently. It's like that's crazy.
Yeah, like they put together a 25 years of Tourette's Guy, complete, official, remastered, plus deleted footage and new footage. That was about 40.
It's going down. How long? What's the duration?
Believe it or not, an hour and a half.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm down because they had their own little website too, and like they would. Yeah,
that's where you used to watch the videos at.
Yeah, there was no. That might have been before YouTube. It might have been like 1 year before YouTube or something like that. You know what I mean?
He predated YouTube. He was an OG. Yeah. Dice Gay, welcome in. Good to see you.
What's up,
man.
Dice Gay?
Yeah.
We're talking about Tourette's Guy.
Tourette's Guy. I know we talked about movies. We talked about fast food places. Our love for Taco Bell.
Dude. S tier
Taco Bell. And then, yeah, we were talking Tourette's Guy. We were talking lolcows a little bit ago. Is General Grievous in Spaceballs? I think he's in Star Wars.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That seemed like an easy spoof to make, though. General Grievance.
Yeah, General Grievance. And he's just a Karen.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Let me speak to your manager.
Or his helmet is like a Karen hairstyle.
Oh my gosh,
kind of like
so
Rick
good.
Moranis. Yeah.
Yeah. So is Captain Kirk. Well, Captain Kirk is from Iowa. He just works in outer space.
Yeah, he's a good old country boy.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I was pretty rural. Like just growing up in Iowa, like
Midwest, yeah.
Midwest, yeah. We're coming for radar. Boo. Yeah.
Oh, remember?
Yeah, where they
were combing the sands.
It was so
then they had the Afro pick. That was crazy.
We ain't found shit. Yeah, that's too good. Yeah, I think that's oh my Lord. I gotta stay away from lolcows. There was one that hopped on, and it said, "Hello, I'm homeless."
Oh, what do you mean by hopped on?
Yeah, like he's live streaming, and I caught him, and he's like, "Hello, I'm homeless." Smiley face.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Corn-fed Midwest type. Yeah.
Some of them be pissing me off with how how bad they make their lives for themselves. That should be pissing me off.
Like they're given every single opportunity to succeed, and then they just let it slip through their fingers.
That's why I respect Perry so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He harnessed that shit for sure.
Yep. Oh yeah. Monetize the trolls, man. Well, I remember when they used to troll Perry with like Darkside Phil.
How so?
Like they would Tom B would they would do these donations, and it would be like Darkside Phil like popping up, and he would talk so much shit to like Perry and get Perry all wound up, and then there would be like ring footage of like Phil like running across on the what was it? It was like footage of Phil running across the hallway. Yeah. And Perry be like, "Oh shit! Like he's out in the hall. I'm gonna go beat his ass."
Was it like an AI? Like an AI?
Well, no.
Fake?
It was like it was like
real footage of him running.
It was
but they told him he was out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
M stands for money. Yeah, that's who I just mentioned. Yep. Good catch. Who farted? But no, like it'd be edited video footage, and like it'd be like if Darkside Phil like running across the hallway. So Perry would be really paranoid, and he'd go check the hallway. And Perry would get pissed, and because he doesn't see anybody there, because really there's nobody there. And and then they keep playing like the clips of like Phil being just, Darkside Phil, and Perry just keep on getting pissed off.
And so, and Phil's in that same, like we were talking a little bit earlier, he is in that same category of like, he harnessed the force of nature. Cause you got to think like this force of nature, which is the trolls and the people that want to like turn you into a locale, is a result of who you are as a person and how you broadcasted and presented yourself. People resonated with that. They attached with that. And it became a force of nature that is something that you can either harness and grapple with, or you can get swept away like Bill Paxton and Twister.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Perry and Darkside Phil, they harnessed that. So that's why I kind of got a little respect for them.
Well, Perry a little more so than Phil, but no, like chat was bringing up Phil Margera, and I'm like, oh man, that reminds me of the episode of like I saw that where it was Don't Feed Phil, the Don't Feed Phil episode of Viva La Bam. So they had to keep Phil Margera away from food for like about 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, you know what's real? I think Don Vito, he's like an original locale.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, just with his antics. Yeah. But then he kind of went the way of the. I mean, even so, more so if you think about the fact he went the way he ended up getting in trouble for or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bad stuff, just kind of like Chris Chan. You know what I mean? So it's like he's very locale coded.
Very locale coded. Yeah, yeah. Phil Tony, not Kill Tony. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like, have you ever been to Skankfest? I'm just curious.
No. I didn't, and it's just not that I would, but I just have other priorities, it's a lot of money, and usually I have like a lot of priorities and other things that I'm saving towards and stuff like that, so it just never, the timing never works out or whatever, but I'm not against it.
No, I mean, I'm not either. I think it's just because I have other stuff going on when Skankfest is going on.
Right.
Like I just can't be like, oh, yep, sorry guys, I'm going to go off for a weekend and go off to New Orleans and.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked to a lot like 2 years ago, but now I almost feel like it's too big, and I don't know. It just might be a little too big for me. But I'm not closed to going. I still would go, but it's not calling my name the way it might have been in previous years.
Yeah, I get you. Dice Gay is saying, I am pulling your white card.
Because I don't want to go to Skanks Fest now. I get it. Yeah, Hey, take them all. Take all the cards. Give a fuck.
Yeah.
Take them all.
Take all the
White
cards.
card, black card. Yeah, it would no matter.
Yeah. But oh gosh, yeah. I'm thinking of like other places. Like, I mean, I haven't been to any big concerts or anything as of late. Panda's too hipster for Skankfest.
No, I'm not too hipster. I just.
I'm not either. I'm just like, I'm too broke.
Yeah, well, I don't want to put it that way, because it's not as if this isn't something that I would consider saving for. I'm fine. I can do that. But yeah, it is a lot of money. Like, I think just like the 3-day pass is like $500 something. But then you got to consider traveling, and then all this situation going on, like where things are becoming more expensive. It's like it's really not a like I put it, I have like other priorities and other goals that I'm trying to meet and stuff like that, like for instance, all my Panda files in the chat, I'm trying to buy a secondary computer so that I can have more processing power and stream while I compute things. Okay, so I'm thinking that Skankfest,
you're thinking about the business,
Skankfest, or continuing to bring you guys more entertainment value. Okay, We're kicking it here on a Sunday, Mother's Day. How'd you guys? Did you tell your mama you love them? Okay, we're here. Hit like if you haven't already. We're trying to grow the channel. Come on, help Tyler out here. He's hosting a show here. He's consistent with his episodes, man. Come on, give the boy some flowers, okay?
Oh, I try. Chat Fest is in Chattanooga, and it's on a riverboat. What?
Chat Fest. That's gonna be our. that's gonna be the festival that is the talk of the town one day. Yeah, Chat Fest.
Chat Fest.
Yeah. Oh, excited! She's gonna have a show. She's gonna have a show with our resident Tiff. They're gonna be doing the gossiping hose section, which I'm gonna be a guest on, and there will be merch.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There will be blood. There will be merch. You know what I mean?
What kind of merch would you want to put together?
Oh, whatever they'll buy. I don't know. It's whatever. I'm kind of doing whatever. I'm doing inside jokes right now. It doesn't matter.
I got you.
Chat Fest. It's something to look forward to.
Okay.
Mark your calendar.
Chat Fest.
Merch coming soon.
And then loose slots. You ever seen the movie? I mean, I'm sure you've seen Beavis and Butthead Do America. Like, and the old lady, instead of calling it the slots, it's the sluts. I'm about to do the slots.
I haven't seen that movie in 17 years, man. Like, oh my god, I gotta but I have very fond memories of watching it. You know, as a child.
This is a goddamn.
I love Beavis and Butthead. That's some good shit. And you know, they had some good episodes too when they rebooted it, like in 2010 or something. Like, I don't remember what it was. Some of those episodes were good too. But continuing that theme of Mike Judge shows that don't do too bad after a reboot is The King of the Hill, the newest season. That I reckon if you were a fan of King of the Hill and you're in Texas, you're familiar with Texas. I mean, maybe it resonates with you on some level. Maybe I don't know if you're a King of the Hill fan or. Anyways,
I
newest
enjoy King of the Hill.
Sure, yeah. The newest season, it held up to the standards. You know what I mean? Ooh. It was good. And they recently announced that they're doing a newer they're going
to come out
with a second reboot season.
Okay,
so
nice.
But it's a good one. It was a good trip down memory lane. They did a good job at it wasn't just blatant fan service. We're like, remember this guy? Remember that time? Remember this guy? Remember that time? It was like an organic story, but at the same time, it showed you how some of these characters evolved over the time lapse of you know what I mean, and they do it in very organic ways. It felt good.
It felt like it felt like time marched on, and then they got all the characters got older or they evolved.
They stayed who they were, whether they did evolve or not. But it still felt organic, where it whether they evolved or stay the same, it still was coming from the place of who you remember them to be, you know. So King of the Hill reboot, not too shabby, folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anything by Mike Judge is pretty good. I mean,
he cares. He cares about what he puts out. That's the sentiment I get from his work.
Didn't he direct Idiocracy? Ooh.
That rings a bell. Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah, you might want to. Yeah, because that rings a bell. Oh yeah, Office Space. That was a good one. I love that one.
Office Space. Yeah, that one's a pretty good one. Yep, Mike Judge. Mike Judge did the directing and he did the story and the screenplay.
And I love that he's not an attention whore. You don't see him everywhere making statements, making splashes, and all that stuff. He puts his head down and he makes shit that you want to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout the fuck out to Mike Judge. And
it's so crazy because Idiocracy is kind of such a a prophecy of of the world today.
I mean, there's a lot of things that have been predicted or replicated throughout since that movie came out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I think because they had what was it? And then Terry Crews. Terry Crews is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, you're talking about the Old Spice guy? Yeah. Terry Crews.
President Camacho himself.
Yeah.
I heard at work somebody brought up White Chicks and I was like, I remember when that came out.
And you know what's funny? Okay, so this is what's funny is I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm about to get whatever. I don't know.
By all means, I mean,
What is on an ESRB rating? What is this? What is this show rated?
White
E for
chicks?
everyone, T for 10. I'm talking about this unfiltered podcast.
Oh, it's whatever. I mean,
Is it AO or is it more like rated M? Anyways, all I was gonna say was like Terry Crews' character in that he was very attracted to the one of the Wayne's white chicks or whatever. One of the, you know what I'm talking about. So he was attracted to one of them. He kept going after her the whole time, and you know the whole scene where it's like the da-na-na-na-na-na, and I need you. Da-na-na. He's taking her on a date. He's obsessed with her. He's like, oh my god, whatever. And obviously he's just like, anyways. But what I was gonna say was doesn't he end up putting the white dude in a wheelchair?
I think
so. It's like this dude was he wanted anybody that was like slightly masculine. You know what I mean? He wanted like he was just gay because, you know, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that or anything like that, but I'm just saying like it even back then it was like such a weird term for me that it's like I thought he wanted this chick because he thought it was a woman or whatever, and then so like. But then he just ends up settling for a white guy and puts the white guy in a wheelchair because so I was just like, wow. So he really just was like, I don't know. He just wants a man.
And white chicks wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was 2004. I mean, that was when I was in high school.
Yeah, that was a while. That was like 22
I seen it
years
when
ago.
I was in high school.
That was 22 years ago. It doesn't. I know what you mean. I know, but it was 22 years ago. Yeah, so that was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat asked us if we were wearing pants. I will say yes. I am wearing.
Oh my god! You know what's so funny? Normally, like when I'm streaming, I'll wear like elastic, just comfortable pants that I'm gonna be sitting in the whole time. But I am actually wearing some green pants that matches this jacket here.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. It's because you know what happened was I didn't have time to prepare. I was on the phone. Someone was talking to me before I was gonna come on here, and I just was like, oh, let me just hop on real quick. I didn't even prepare for max comfort, but here we are.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I mean,
I know I'm having. I didn't even notice. That's how much fun we're having here, folks.
That is, we're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah. I usually will wear basketball shorts if I'll jump on like the podcast with CJ or something. I mean, it's like, nobody sees the bottom half of me. It's like TV, like where you're at the desk. And you have this nice pristine suit on, and then you have like basketball shorts on.
Yeah, I refuse. I won't just wear underwear or boxers or whatever. I won't because you never know if you have to get up real quick or something like that. A fucking earthquake comes, and all of a sudden, that's all you see is my camera shaking and me in my heart my white heart shaped you know what I mean. Boxers, like it's a cartoon.
The heart-shaped boxers, yeah. Or to be even worse, like you're just like you're pantsless. You're like a gooner or whatever.
Yeah, right.
That'd be very embarrassing.
You got hardware is completely out the toolbox.
Yeah.
Just feeling the breeze on that one.
Yeah. Going commando. Ooh, somebody's in their what is it, the Arena of Ideas shirt? I think somebody brought up the Arena of Ideas not too long ago.
Oh, dude, that's where I made my bones, you know, over the past like 2 years or whatever.
The Arena of Ideas?
Doing the call-in shows and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, dude, you don't even. Oh, we're gonna have to crash out connoisseurs. We're gonna have to talk about the broke DGen. This guy, this methed up guy, he was on one of the call-ins or whatever, and the whole concept of the call-in show was to like pair viewers up and roast each other or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we had broke DJ, and me and broke DJ were in the same call at the same time, and he was just messed up, and we were just going back and forth. He dropped an N-bomb, which is one of the iconic moments.
Oh my god!
But also at one point he got so mad at me, he pulled out a gun. He was like, "Dude, I will come to your house and fuck." Like,
what?
We can get into. This sounds like some crash out kind of sword shit, but so anyways, I say all that to say is like I would call into Arena's Ideas every day, and you know, gained a little rapport with Dalton and Robbie and stuff like that, and Crack to an extent, you know what I mean, and we and so that's and they introduced me to all the lovely people that you're seeing in your chat here today, you know what I mean, and so we're just trying to keep the show going, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So what would you think of what are some of your favorite moments from streaming or from being a part of the kind of the comedy sphere, what's some of your favorite moments so far?
It's been great. Even though Crack's not really a part of the show anymore, like it was nice interacting with him. It was nice I started off as a fan of Robbie, so it was nice getting to know him a little bit more and interacting with him, because he has like a unique way of this type of live streaming thing. It's just like a constant stream of consciousness, and it just, a lot of times it feels like a riff room, like a writer's room, where we're just constantly like, what about this, just trying to piss each other off with the most dumb stuff or whatever. It's been great to be able to like get some experience in that type of like dumbassery, and with Dalton especially. So too, like, and one thing I always admire about Dalton and his broadcasting skills is that like he can rip it solo and go a couple hours solo just ranting, like Bill Burr Monday morning podcast type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can rip a show solo. So, and then if you throw one more person into it, he could go for 4 or 5 hours. You know what I mean? And so it's been really nice to have that kind of experience trying to do that type of content. So yeah, really overall, like just hopping into all the streaming and going live, stuff like that. It's been nice to like network and meet new people that have taught me a lot of things, for better or for worse too. Not to get too deep into it, but obviously like the copyright strike stuff that I went through and stuff. It's even moments like that. It's like, so it's you can get knocked down. You can just feel like, all right, fuck it, I lost. I'm gonna take the L or whatever. Or you can like seize an opportunity to learn something. And I feel like in that situation, like I've just been able to like I've learned things that have allowed me to like help myself and help other people and stuff like that too. So so even when we're going live and doing all the streaming and stuff like that, even when you hit a road bump and stuff like that, it's depending on the situation, it can just even be a more amplified opportunity to learn something and gain some power for yourself or whatever, leverage it for yourself and stuff. So, and going back to Dark Side Phil, that's exactly what he did when he got caught jerking off on camera. I don't even want to say that.
Time, huh?
That's when let me rephrase that. When he got caught climaxing on camera and then realizing that he was on camera, like to take that moment and just, like you gotta take these bumps in the roads. And so when you ask like, what are my favorite moments? It's just like things that, it's like when you play, maybe you're familiar with Mega Man. We talk about video games.
Yeah.
Mega Man, you beat a boss, you get their power. You know what I mean? You overcome an obstacle, you learn something and get the essence of that experience or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's probably been my favorite parts of. But that broke D-Gen shit. That shit popped off. I'm gonna have to send you some clips of that one.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The one interaction I had with Robbie was like it was toward the end of the episode I had where it was like Dalton, Dave, myself, Ellie Stockholm, and then Robbie hops on kind of late. Robbie was like, okay, like on the stream he came out really good, but for me he kept sounding like a robot and I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Oh, damn,
so like you could tell like by the end of the stream, if you watch it back someday, like it's like I'm kind of like I'm just sitting there smiling. I'm like, like I'm just hanging out until the very end, and then,
damn, that sucked.
Yeah, I felt bad. Maybe one of these days I'll bring on Robbie and pick his brain too. Yeah,
he would do it. I'm sure he would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to write Robbie a letter, Drew. Oh. And is Robbie
listen, if it makes you feel better, bro, and this I'm just gonna offer it. Everybody in the chat knows it. I'm just gonna say it, PandaTron exclusive here. Like Robbie has technical difficulties a lot. It's part of the reason why his moniker is Robbie the Ice, not parentheses, not that one, not the enforcement agency.
Yeah.
Robbie the Ice, not that one. Good one. Okay. Because he can't go a minute and a half, 2.5 minutes without the screen freezing or whatever. So it'd be funny. All of a sudden, he'll be like, yeah. Or sometimes he'll be like, or something. It'll be random. He'll be like,
you're just like leaning forward in the chair
so it's
waiting
like
for the punchline. Yeah.
but the whole time you can still hear him. You can still hear him talking. So he'll be having a serious phase. Anyways, I say all that to say, don't feel too bad because you're not the first one that's had a brush with his technical difficulties.
It's like CJ with his technical difficulties. Like we get like 2 frames per second CJ sometimes.
Oh Lord, oh look. And yeah, sometimes I think a lot of the times it might just be a Wi-Fi thing sometimes. You know what I mean?
Be,
yeah. Who knows? But yeah, and sometimes StreamYard does be fucking up too. So
yeah.
Or I'm sorry, you guys don't use StreamYard, but
yeah, we don't use StreamYard, but I'm familiar with StreamYard. Oh yeah,
I don't either. I use OBS, but I'm excited to incorporate this Video Ninja that we're using now. I'm excited to incorporate that.
It's nice.
That's really been my
main guess, and yeah,
exactly. That's been my main drawback of like because like doing it through OBS and Discord is like there's like too much latency. It don't work correctly. So I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah,
for reminding me about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was kind of like where you were at, where I was like, I like getting people from, like I was like, okay, well, we'll just get them through Discord, but it's kind of hard to do that.
It is.
So I was like, well, there has to be some other way, or
send them a link. Yeah, so we need some way to just send somebody a link, whether they're on their phone or they're on their computer or whatever. Yeah, for sure.
Right, and that's
it maximizes your potential to get people on. You know what I mean? So,
and because you don't have to sign up. You just hit the link and you just follow a few little prompts and boom, you're in.
Absolutely. Just like StreamYard.
Yeah, it really punches his jokes, knowing he's doing the faces, but it's a freeze frame. It's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. And then Dalton too. Like, I just want to give him some flowers. Like he can talk about everything and anything. Like I'm kind of like, I have to think about like, I'm like, okay, all right, what do you think of this? Or, what's your favorite that? And like, he keeps rolling.
Yeah.
I'm impressed by that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been fortunate enough. We've been doing our own little me and him one-on-one show for like, we just did episode 16 or whatever. It's mostly on his Patreon though. We've just been behind the paywall for a while, but we've recently been doing some public episodes and stuff. So I've been really thankful to like, I don't want to put it like make it too serious, but like train with someone like that in the sense of like, not worrying, not like riding the winding road, you know what I mean, and not like and I'm just like meandering and talking shit and stuff like that. I think it's really good. Now, me personally, I like to mix that with like some structured elements, like but to practice that ability is really, really important to like, especially if you're doing like this type of long form live situation, you got to know how to like keep it going on the fly. You know what I mean?
Right.
No edits and stuff like that.
Yeah. You got to have like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like that's how I've learned with Crash Out is just, because like sometimes like if we just be like, well, we have no notes, then we like kind of fumble through and we're kind of like, yeah. And compared to like me writing notes down, and then I'm like, okay, all right, I put some thoughts together cohesively, and it sounds like a reasonable person talking rather than being like,
what's everybody up to tonight? What y'all getting into tonight?
he's a buttload of dumb or something like that. Just
you just need some bullet points. Bullet points go a long way. Yeah, bullet points. Yeah,
they do. So if you had to be like if you like, let's just say like somebody's starting out and they're like, okay, I think I can do this. What would be your advice for them?
I don't think I'm in a position to give anybody advice.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't even have enough subscribers to get monetized. You know what I mean? So I'm not even.
We're right there with you.
But as far as like that initial spark of starting it yourself and stuff like that, I would say just like, I don't know. I mean, I would say maybe a big thing, like a big source of inspiration for me, and inspiration is to like I get inspiration from things I enjoy consuming, or whether it's like some type of long form podcast or something like that. And if you see things that you like and you see what works and you see how people are resonating and reacting to it, I mean, I say all that to say, just like emulate what you see works, but not only what you see works that just completely resonates with you, because if you start from there, you're making shit that not only do you want to see, You know what I mean? Like you kind of have an idea of how it's done. You have a direction to go. I don't know. You got to chip away. You got to chip away, I guess. Until you find the flow that lets you express the way. And this is me speaking to people that I'm not trying to convince someone to get into it. Like if someone already has like an inkling that they want to do something or whatever and don't know where to start, it's like just make what you want to watch. Make what would be crazy to you. And for me personally, what that is like in recent years just been like the live moments of like making a moment and making the chat be like, oh shit, what the fuck, so like that gives me a lot of dopamine. And it's like if I can somehow create an expectation that people are going to witness those moments, you know what I mean, or create an expectation of like or like learn how to seize on moments like that, you know what I mean, like that's what it's all about. I don't know, just I'm sorry, that was just a bunch of nothing, but that's just my perspective from it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, I feel like sometimes like you got to start off with like, I mean, because Unfiltered started off with just me, like I was like, I'm just gonna rally up all my friends like that I've accumulated over the years, and I don't really care about the views. It's more like, hey, I just want to be able to document like our conversations that we can have, or bring make some of our in jokes more known. Like when I had, I think, Duke Cornell on, like the first 20 minutes was all inside jokes. It was all inside jokes. It was like, okay, Duke, tell me about Tim Rhodes, or, tell me about James Cavender, Hollywood James Cavender. It's not Hollywood, it's Hollywood, because he kind of had a little bit of a speech impediment, and he talked like he behaved like Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, but he didn't have any of their charisma, and he didn't have their wrestling ability. Their
speaking ability,
yeah, or their ability to talk. But I just remember like Duke telling me his story where he tried hitting on a Burger King employee by asking her if he can rub his hand through her pubic hair, like just stuff like that. Come on, baby, let me rub my hand through your pubic hair. Like, and it's like, and he sounded like Dusty Rhodes. And
so he sealed the deal, right?
No, of course not. He got banned from Burger
surprising.
King. He got banned.
So wow. So damn. So
yeah,
safe to say he didn't win that.
He did not win that one. Yeah. But no, like, and even funnier was like they went to Hollywood's house, and his dad was like his dad was special, and but he pretended that he was Bill Goldberg. He thought he was himself as Bill Goldberg, and he ended up spearing his son through a wall. And he's like, "Nah, man, fuck you, Bill Goldberg." And like his dad's like, "Bah!" Like. So like the first 20 minutes were all in jokes, and I just wanted to get those all captured. And then when CJ started kind of like we started talking, because we were originally going to bring in PWR, the locale, the Dark Side Phil Orbiter.
Oh, dude, I do. Oh man.
PWR. Yeah.
Whatever. I don't want to. We don't have to get into it. Yeah.
No, I mean, we don't have to. I mean, I have thoughts about PWR. I left it kind of in the past, but hey, we can air it right now. I mean, it's unfiltered.
I just saw the way that I saw what he was doing to Lore, and then I also saw like that day I went and checked out his stream and hear him like how he was like talking about it and reacting to it and stuff like that. And I think that I don't know. It doesn't really matter how I feel about like that. But the thing is like I am glad that he actually he made a drastic move to do what he did, to do the strikes and stuff like that. But at least he opened up and talked, like he tried to mediate the situation afterwards. But at the same time, I don't think he got away easy in that situation.
Oh,
is what
easy. Oh, he got
because
away with.
because
Yeah.
well, but at the same time, Lore had. I understand he had the. Th- that's a big risk on the line to have your channel on the line and stuff like that. So I don't blame him for taking the mediation route, but I don't know. Yeah, Power. He got off easy with that one. He could have we could have fought that one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
felt Lore could have fought that, but this is where I kind of commended Lore because, like, he was the bigger person and he was like, fine, I'm just not going to talk about you anymore. And I was like, I respect that. Like, because you could fight it and he had enough grounds to stand, to keep fighting it. And he would have found people that would have gave him resources to help fight it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just remember when I was going off, I was pissed off at PWR and I was like, hey, like, why are you doing this? Like, just because you, and like, he would go and like bully like Review Tech USA and he'd go and join in the discourse with the Quartering or with Darkside Phil. And then when it happened to him, he didn't, he didn't like it too
That's
much.
what I'm saying. That's my issue is the hypocrisy of these people like constantly getting on and being like, oh my God, you can't believe you're part of that community who does this and that, blah, blah, and that. And those people you're criticizing, you're taking the same tactics that they are from the same emotional place of like not being able to handle someone talking about you, whatever. And I want to say this too, like with my situation with the strike, I wasn't fortunate as Lore enough to like have that open door to talk to the person. The person was just completely like no, you know what I mean? Like I'm not even no, never, this and that, blah blah. When it finally got reversed, he's like, well, I was gonna reverse blah blah and that, but YouTube wouldn't let me blah blah and that. It's like you full of shit, you know what I mean? But that person in particular is similar as the PWR to like constantly be criticizing someone that can't take a joke, or they're constantly going out and participating in brigading of trolling someone when they can't. Their first emotional response is to strike down something, even if it's more fair use. And I want to say one last thing about that particular person.
Sure.
Their channel, their top 16 videos are just non-transformative clips of other comedians talking, whether it's Tim Dillon or Rogan or whoever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like my content is way more original, than your most popular videos. So you're no stranger from stealing people's content or whatever, and you're stealing it in a more flagrant way than I wouldn't say I'm stealing it, you know what I mean? But anyways, so it's like these people, I say all that to say like mass hypocrisy and emotional lashing out, and it's like it just really makes you look completely weak or whatever. And so the last thing I want to say about PWR though, I was watching his stream. The kid is charismatic, and I kind of
jingle jangle, baby, jingle jangle.
But he was just coming from such a weak emotional soy place that but I think he does have entertainment chops. So that's what I'll say about that.
That's where I thought, like, at first, like, I was like, okay, maybe there is a road to redemption for PWR. Maybe it's not like he had the Keno Casino bump. And I was like, okay, well, let's bring PWR on and, we won't talk about like the trolls or anything. Cursed, welcome in. Good to see you, man. So with PWR, like, I was like, okay, all right, maybe, just maybe there's some hope for this guy.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to bring him on, and I was like, I'm not going to talk about like the trolling or the Keno Casino or anything like that. I wanted to talk about like old school video games and, and all that stuff just for a couple hours and old school wrestling, because that was right up his alley. And then, well, he agreed to it. It took some time. And then, well, of course, he blew it all away. Well, literally by, snorting snow live on Kick. But
is that so? He does coke a lot. He does drugs a lot.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he was on. He likes to get into the substances a little bit. Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't know about that until like a few days afterwards, where I learned that from Josh Pescatori, who, like, he worked with Keemstar and It's a Gundam before. So like I learned that and I was like, holy shit, like I did not know this. And I apologized to him and I was like, yeah. And then I cut off I had to write a statement saying like, hey, I can't have this guy on.
Ooh, PWR?
Yeah. I couldn't have PWR
No, wait,
on.
because he was doing drugs?
Yeah, I guess he was doing drugs. Yeah. Yeah, I got away from him so quick, and then
I'm sorry, what made you? I'm just a little confused at like why you felt the need to like
to kind of like create
separate
distance.
yourself so much.
Yeah.
What are you like? Are you what types of things are you not do you not want to be associated with?
I think it's more so
that would compel you to do that.
It'd be more so the drug use, and then just okay. I was like, I was wrong. Like I thought the guy was like trending maybe better because I was like, okay, all right, on YouTube, he's streaming like old school video games or he's talking old school wrestling, and I was like, okay, well let's talk about that. And then when I found out like the more darker tendencies, I was like, ooh, do I really want to have this guy on? Now, I mean, I'm still open. Like if PWR was interested.
No, is it specific drug? Like it's when you cross over into like coke or something like that?
Yeah, when you get into the more hard substances. Like I'm fine. I'm fine with like, hey, you drink. Like I love having Drew here. Like he loves his Coors Light while working out. I don't mind when people like have cannabis or whatever, but when you get into the illegal stuff to where I could get to where like we can get in trouble, like especially with TOS. Then I'm like,
you okay? So I'm just like, could he like get in trouble for having him on because he did something in a different video?
There's
I'm not judging you. I just want to understand your boundaries.
I understand where you're coming from. There's a possibility. I just didn't want that sort of negative attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To where like, and I would have like, I would have deflected it anyways. I would have been like, okay, all right, we're gonna have him live. Bring on the detractors. Let's see if like, let's see
That's
what other
crazy.
shenanigans what PWR will get himself into.
So did he do it on stream though? Did he do nasal substances on stream?
He was snorting lines on stream.
Idiot.
And then he was cutting himself. Like one of the ones that Lore will tell you about is like he was like Lore Diaz, and like he was blading himself live on stream, and then he was like taking off his clothes. That's another reason why he got banned.
Oh God!
And Ames brought that up, and PWR like just kind of like I didn't get banned for that. It was just like. And then like PWR goes off the deep end, like saying that he slept with his cousin for the content, baby. Like
he's saying that he made up that story or that he did it for the content.
We don't know. We don't know. Like he's such an unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
That like Ames was like, okay, like and Ames, good friend of the channel. He's more of an RTU critic, but he really jumped on the PWR wagon, especially the last year or so. And Ames was like, okay, to get internet clout, PWR either slept with his cousin for internet clout, or he lied about sleeping with his cousin for internet clout. I mean, I don't see where
they're both. Here. It's both. Yeah, it's not.
It's equally as bad. It's a lose-lose. So like that's why I'm like, and I was so glad I avoided the bullet. Like I was just like, it would have been funny to bring him on and see like, if like I would have saw Ames or I would have saw Lore in the chat or just to see them clip like Unfiltered, and I would make the rounds, and they'd probably like find out like, oh, Tyler's a halfway decent guy. We just don't know about Alex. Like, but PWR. And then I tweeted at PWR during the whole Lord Diaz thing. And PWR's response was so nonsensical. Like he called me like a DSP quartering autist, and I'm like, wait a minute, like you're picking the wrong people for me to be an autist about. Like it would be more so like Cyrax or like Truther or somebody, but no, like no, like yeah, I didn't get it, but it is whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then I swept PWR on the rug. I was like, you know what? If Laura's not going to talk about you anymore, I'm not going to talk about you anymore.
Oh, here we are though. My bad.
Here we are, and we're talking about PWR. But
well, I'm airing my personal grievances. Okay, yeah. I'm not. Whatever. He's, I said what I had to say, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So something wrong with him.
Yeah,
to say the least.
There is something wrong with him. I think he's like bipolar.
Yeah.
He can have good days and he can have bad days. Another one is like he might be like maybe schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem with Truther as well, is like he's bipolar, he's schizophrenic, but he's not getting help. Like he's not getting the mental help that he needs.
Sure.
And sometimes it's medication, sometimes it's just somebody to talk to. Because if you watch Truther streams, like Truther, he'll do his little dancing gimmick, like he'll sit there and he'll dance. And then like he'll start crashing out on his chat, who like say, how's your day, Sasha? Like, did you have a good day so far? And then he freaks out over them. Like, and I'm like,
yeah, paranoid.
Yeah, it's very paranoid. Even though like the dude makes money, but like his backstory is really it's interesting. Even though not much is known, like more and more people are uncovering that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a rabbit hole that's yet to be dug. But yeah.
Hey, tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow is another day. I mean, there's so much more stuff that comes out. Like the quartering stuff that comes out, like it's coming out in like waves and waves. And then there's something new with Darkside Phil all the time.
I wish Corden would just go away and I could not think about him.
Yeah.
Like I'm good with it. I've been good on him for like, it feels like a decade at this point.
I remember when he used to like really be a part of that algorithm. Like, oh my gosh, he was everywhere. And I was like, and then like he would offer nothing burgers. Like he'd have, he was just kind of barking like stuff that more
just trying to rile up people that are pissed about social justice warriors or whatever.
Yeah, be mad about the liberals. Like,
yeah, just doing everything he can to whip people up. You know what I mean? And it was so transparent. You know what I mean? It's like, dude.
Yeah, and then of course he had the Rumble deal, and then of course, like I don't know how this guy was able to make millions upon millions of dollars. Like, it blows my mind because like, you and I are sitting here and we're like on the road to like 500 subscribers,
Yeah.
And he has like, and he's known as Dead Air Jer or Overshare Jer. And then he has like, he has his boomer contingent, and he has like, and he runs off the grifter thing where I'm like, well, wouldn't you want more? It's like, and I know that was very popular on the algorithms, but at the same time, I'm like, well, don't you want more original personalities that you want to promote? Like, that, maybe might be a little more advertiser friendly. Who knows?
But at the same time, it is advertiser friendly in the sense that he's whipping up people so much that a bunch of people are watching the shit.
Yeah.
So, but I know what you mean by advertiser friendly, like, but yeah, like to in a sense that is because he's doing exactly what that's why, that's my only explanation for it is that, he's getting the views, therefore he gets the ad money and stuff like that. So,
oh yeah.
But and he's getting it through just like transparently malicious way. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not trying to judge somebody for how they get their bag. I mean, I'll judge him, but I'm just saying like it's scummy. It's slimy because like you said, it's a bunch of nothing burgers. It's like sometimes you feel like he's talking. He's not necessarily even not even passionate about this. He just wants to reach out to the people that could potentially be passionate about it, even though it's an issue that they probably wouldn't have thought about otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
like how
Yeah.
he created like 100 videos, like a slot videos, like attacking Brie Larson. And I get it. Like nobody
that was his
liked
big
Brie,
wave.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
And I get it. Nobody liked Brie Larson when she was Captain Marvel, but at the same time, like he portrayed her like she was like Satan herself, and I'm like, well, wait a second, like. I mean, Captain Marvel's not a very good, well-written character in the MCU, but it's not that bad. Like, is it? Like, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm just, I'm another talking head on the internet.
He's got money, so
he's got the bag. Yep.
He figured out something.
Yep. He's figured out something. But anywho, gosh, we're almost at 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I know, like, Doug and I went over like 3 hours, and then who else did I go over 3 hours? Oh, yeah, with Squeeze and Swizzle, because yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, like Squeeze and Swizzle, like, I mean, I swear to God, like in this like sphere,
okay,
like there will always be a mention of Sumo Dog or a mention of Squeeze and Swizzle somewhere in there. Like, and it all goes back to Squeeze and Swizzle.
Yeah. All roads lead to Squeeze.
All roads lead to Squeeze. Yeah. How's your lawn, Drew? I'm sure it's looking nice because he is always working on his lawn. But anywho, does Tyler want to watch Lawrence of Arabia in Discord? Ooh, I would love to. I usually try to like hide underneath a rock. Like I'm usually working on what is it? Thumbnails, and then I want to bring Panda on to Crash Out Connoisseurs. We just got to figure out a date.
What days do you guys usually do that?
We bounce around a lot. We bounce around a little bit because it depends on CJ's schedule.
Okay.
Because we did a back-to-back last week, and then we didn't do anything for the rest of the week. Okay. We were going to do a show on Friday, and we were going to talk about quartering. That's why sometimes I get off on the tangent. But yeah, like I was just tired by the end of Friday. I was like, oh, I'm just And then CJ's like, I'm not feeling very well.
Good.
And I was like,
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I didn't promote it. We could just wait until next week.
Yeah.
So just for the plugs, I'll let you do your plugging first, and I'll do my plugging. How's that sound?
Good. What's up, everybody? Thanks for kicking it with us tonight. We had a gay old time with y'all. You can check me out on the PandaTron channel. On my link, I got a Linktree up there. You can check me out on other stuff. You can join the Discord where you can submit clips and hang out and commune with all the other fellow Panda files throughout the week, not just when I'm streaming. And you can go ahead and check out please check out the streams on Saturdays. I like to do some streams throughout the week, usually gaming streams throughout the week, but on Saturdays we have the main stream where we watch clips, we cover hot topic stories, and sometimes we'll play a game or two. Sometimes we'll do a tier list. It's a good time. We talk a lot of shit. It's very chat oriented, and we're always trying to make each other laugh or cry. So
okay,
everybody come check it out. And I'm trying to help me, and help me get my subs up. Help Tyler get his subs up. We got something to say. We got to say it to more people. So go ahead and help us get those subs up. Hit like if you haven't already, and yeah, check me out.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead. No,
go ahead.
I was gonna say something debaucherous.
By all means.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, one thing you should remember is just to make sure that you wash your hands after you jerk off. So. And if you're planning on sticking a digit into a lady later on, you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, don't wash your hands after eating the mango habanero chicken wings. Okay.
Oh.
You don't want to get her spicy. So sorry. Trying to pay it forward.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah.
you get the habanero wings, and then you rub her up, or is it
You gotta wash your hands so that you don't hurt her.
Oh,
That's
because
not
it
nice.
could burn down there. I got you.
So we're talking about plugs. That's my plugs. What do you got, Ty?
Wash before jacking off too. All right. Attaboy, Drew. I think for my plugs, I think let's see. What do I got going on? Crash Out episode of Crash Out Connoisseurs tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. I think we're going to talk a little quartering, but we don't know. I know we have a clavicular episode coming up by request. Shout out Soulshine on that one. And I know, of course, whatever new pops up, we'll easily talk about it. If all else fails, we'll stream snipe Harry. We'll stream snipe him. Also, I think next week I'll have the American Fury John West for the next episode of Unfiltered, and I actually have everything all booked up until the end of the month, and then I'm on the hunt again for people to hop on for Unfiltered. So yeah, see, I build the plane as it's flying, so it's an adventure, that's for sure. But anywho, Panda, any parting words?
Everybody, take care and brush your hair.
Ooh, very nice. I just want to tell everybody, hey, have a wonderful rest of your Mother's Day. Tell your mom that you love her very much. I know I'm about to tell mine I love her very much once I get done with stream. Yeah, be sure to treat your mom too. And then, yeah, Crash Out Connoisseurs Monday. Another episode of Unfiltered. Gosh dang, so much stuff coming up. It's not even funny. And then, yeah, be sure to have a wonderful beginning of the week. And hopefully, I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye. Bye.
Bye.